So I'm just gonna turn everything on. Oh god, that's like blowing eardrums high. Gross. Why is... Oh, because I turned my volume up on my mic. That's right. I was like, what?
I was getting a double. I was like, "Where's that coming from?" And I was like, "Oh wait, I have your stream up still."
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Hello, everybody. It is me and Grizz, which you'll see him... Well, you won't see him, but you'll see his icon in a second. Uh,
Hi.
that's him. We are officially doing the podcast again. I finally have somebody to talk to and not just yell at you guys for 4 hours. So I'm going to switch to the screen where you guys are going to be able to see him. And then here we go. There you go. Look, it's friends. Let me...
Hi.
Okay, so as you see... Oh god, everything's backward because I inverted my camera. Everything over here is everything that we're going to be talking about today. We're probably going to go off topic because every time Grizz and I talk, that's what we do.
Yeah.
It's not on purpose, but that's what happens. But we're going to start with Grizz's surprise for me.
So okay, well,
Did you finish it?
I didn't get to finish it because
Oh
there are some
boy.
things that still have to be done,
Oh boy.
and I am currently waiting because I liked where it was, but at the same time I was like, I know what will make this better and what you're gonna love about it. So I
So
gotta
it's
wait.
not done.
It's not done. Not yet. Well, it's done, but the final touch is being added right now,
Right.
and not by me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Did you... Is it who I think it is?
I don't know. You'll have to find out.
I... Great. So that just got more nervous, but still excited. Okay. I'm waiting for people to, like, join us. Like, what's going on here? You're my only viewer.
It's okay. We'll get there.
Okay, so, I mean, everybody knows, right? Like, we told everybody.
Yeah, I mean,
I told a bunch of people. Sen said she was gonna wake up in time to watch, because it's, like, 11 o'clock her time. She literally said, oh, I guess I'll have to wake up for that.
hey, and she'll do it too.
I know she will. Is she?
She sent me a message not too long ago.
Okay. So she did wake up for it. And then Conscious said he was coming too. I don't know. Well,
you know what it probably is that Twitch likes to take their time announcing that we're live.
Oh yeah, that's true. Luckily, we have Me6 and the whatever bot. I mean, I use Nightbot to do mine because I just have a ! stream command. This music is so loud. But it's not. Help. Oh, LOL, I forgot that my Discord was being screen recorded, and I was like, what's going on? Why is my stream like that?
I honestly, I've been streaming for I think like 6 years now, and I still do that.
It's so funny because whenever me or my friends like mess up things like that, we're always like, I'm a pro streamer, I promise. We're not.
Honestly, I don't think anyone's a pro streamer. I've seen pro streamers mess up.
Right. Nobody's a pro streamer. Pro streaming's a myth. Oh, I hope your volume's not too low on stream. Oh, hold on. I just realized that by lowering the lo-fi music, I was also lowering your voice. Because I only have one audio thing on my stream. But you should be okay now.
Okay.
I turned the lo-fi music down so that I could turn you up. Alright, so you wanna know the best part? I made a slideshow.
A slideshow?
Yeah.
You did a slideshow for this?
I did a slideshow for this.
Man,
you ready? Look at this.
Let me see. Hold on. I gotta pull this up.
Wait,
I see
okay.
where music makes life luxury.
Uh-huh, yeah, that's the first.
Oh
Yeah,
man,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay. I'm seeing it.
Yeah, yeah. So, Lifelux is the podcast name. This is a
Mhm.
banner that I made. Our tag is where music makes life luxury. That's why it's Life Lux. Ha ha
Heck
ha!
yeah.
So
Heck yeah,
funny.
I like.
Okay, so yes, I made like a whole slideshow for this. It's probably not gonna go according to plan because you know that's not what happens. But
It's all right. It's all right.
so, first topic is like, you know, George Jones and Loretta Lynn versus like Luke Bryan and Blake Shelton and Kane Brown.
Mhm.
So, what are your thoughts? I don't even know if you listen to country music that often.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't.
Okay, so I don't anymore because I don't like the newer country.
We'll see, and this is the issue when it comes to certain things like this. Is like when you talk about country, the definition of country music has changed, like
Right,
drastically.
because like George Jones versus
Mhm.
Luke Bryan,
Mhm.
they're both considered country music, but
But they have
they're
totally
so
different tones.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The creative process and just the sound that they create is totally different. Modern, in my opinion, modern country, I don't even think you can count as country. It's like
Right.
it's pop country.
Right.
There's no other better way I can say it. It's literally like there's more pop elements than country music.
Uh-huh. And that's like the main reason why I don't listen to country music anymore is because it's not country anymore.
Yeah, no, it's
Like
mm,
I listen to like some artists, like I listen to Kane Brown, but I would even put Kane Brown more in like not country or pop. I'd put him in like hip hop or like R&B type because
well, that
he's
that's the funny
closer
part.
to older country, but he's still not old country, and what
Yeah.
he sings about doesn't sound like country music to me.
And that's the funny part too is like when you think about country, like when you think about country music, you
Mm-hmm.
think about sad songs,
Right.
you think about, Neon Moon, that stuff, you know.
That was a good country accent you put in there.
I'm a southern boy, so it's there naturally. I just don't let it out
You're
sometimes.
like, we just tucked that back.
Yeah, I'm from the South, but my father's from New Jersey,
Mm.
so it doesn't really come out unless I'm with my
I
mom. I'm
am
kidding.
Northeastern, born and raised. I don't know if that shows in my voice, but
um, but like I don't know. It's like new country now. It still talks about the same old stuff.
it's
It's
got
just
a
it's
different
more
tone.
pop oriented. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's pop. It's not.
Well, okay, so my
I don't even know how to place it, to be honest.
right, exactly. My like when I think of like old country, I okay, people were giving me shit for this. I
Uh-oh.
used to be thinking of like Johnny Cash,
Johnny
which
Cash.
he's
See,
more
that's the
like
thing.
folk country. He's not like country, I
But
guess.
here's the thing though, is like country music, when you look at it as a whole from any different timeline, country
Mhm.
music is not just country music. There is an element
Right.
of something else that everyone correlates with it. Like when you look at Johnny Cash is folk country, but Johnny Cash is also blues.
Yeah.
Like he's country blues.
Mhm.
He's very dark toned, very
But
like
people were
dark.
giving me shit for calling Johnny Cash country.
That's because people orientate Johnny Cash more with blues,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But
Like
he
if
is
I was to talk,
country.
technically yes. When
Right.
you look at the standpoint, like when you look at like old country, what does it correlate? You have a guy, you have a guitar, you have a sad subject, and he's singing,
It's not
right?
always sad, but it's usually sad.
It's not always sad, but country is normally like somber toned and somewhat melancholy.
Yeah, unless
Like
we're
I
talking about
can't.
summertime, and then it's super happy. But that's like the
Here's
only
the
happy subject that country music ever touches on.
Well, see here, yeah, that's the thing. Is like that's the other thing. Is like they're only happy when they're talking about chasing a woman, or
Or the crops
summer,
grew in.
or the crops growing, spending time on the field. Like I'm not shitting. Like this, I can't think off the top of my head where a country song doesn't talk, or a baby being born.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every country star has a song about
About
their
their
child being
baby.
born.
Yep.
Yeah. And granted, more power to you. You want to write a song about your child, that's great. A child is a blessing. But every country singer does it. And that's the
Mhm.
only time I've ever heard country music be happy, unless you're Florida Georgia Line. And even then,
Everybody's saying your voice is messed up on your stream.
oh no.
You've been fine on my stream.
See, here's the thing though. I got this.
Do you have my my slideshow open on your stream?
I do. Well, I have it open in front of me.
You should put it on your stream.
Let's see.
So people
me-
can see the lovely
Work you did?
work
Yeah.
I did.
I agree.
Somebody has to see it.
Advanced 48,000 apply.
Hold on, I think my cat's being a dick. I'll be right back. You being a dick? Get in here. Stop it. Stop it.
Okay, that should have fixed it. Grizz, your voice is messed up? Yeah, thanks.
She was indeed being a dick. Climbing on shit. There it is.
But yeah, this is probably gonna be this is gonna be a hot take right here. But Florida Georgia Line, that's that one. I can't even. I don't even know if I count them as country, to be honest. They're nowhere near. Even though they have Southern twang, you can have a Southern accent and you can still not make country.
Wait, who are we talking about?
Florida Georgia Line.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not country.
Florida Georgia Line, in my opinion, is like they're the Nickelback of country.
First of all,
Wait. Let me finish what I'm saying. They make some good music, but somehow, for some reason, they became the joke of the system.
okay,
Because
I guess
I don't
because it's like
remember-
cool to hate Nickelback,
That's the thing. Like,
which
I
bothers
don't
me because
ever-
I love Nickelback.
Yeah, and Nickelback.
Nickelback?
Nickelback has actually came back and made some like good tunes. The the problem is I don't know when or where it happened,
I don't either.
but they just became the joke of rock and roll music.
I used to get like, I wouldn't say violently angry, but like unreasonably angry when people told me they hated Nickelback. Because for what reason? Like, why?
I to be honest, I don't know.
Exactly. Like, where
don't
did it
know.
come? Why is it
Because-
cool to hate Nickelback?
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know when it became a trend to just dog on Nickelback, but everyone jumped on that train, and they've been riding that train for decades.
Which is not fair.
It's not fair because like they came back and made some new music, and I was like, when I heard it for the first time, I was like, oh my god, this is Nickelback.
Did
I was
you-
like, where was this?
Did you hear that they turned Rockstar into a sea shanty?
Yes.
It's so good.
They turn everything into a sea shanty.
Well, everybody does anyway because apparently we're in like some sea shanty era again. But
well,
like
here, I'm gonna put it to you this way, because sea shanties slap.
they do. They do.
You
No,
wanna
like I'm not
drink, You want to
mad.
get drunk? You put on a sea shanty with your friends and see
Right.
what happens.
Like I'm not mad that we're in some kind of sea shanty era. But like everything is like being turned into a sea shanty now. And like Ed Sheeran even came out with a song that sounds very sea shanty-ish, but it's based on his family. And he just sang it in a way that it would have been sang back in the time when that story happened. Which was
These-
also very a sea shanty era.
Okay, I'm gonna bring up something else because
boy.
C's brought up a topic.
Yeah, I
He
see
said,
that.
"I thought Creed was more hated than Nickelback." Why
You
do I keep calling
cannot.
them Nickelback?
They obviously collabed with Macklemore, and
I'll put it to you like this: I bumped Creed in my car more than I did Nickelback, and it was only because that last album. I don't know if they've made an album since then. There was an album that they made back in I think like 2010, somewhere around that area, where it just went hard. Like they strayed away from the Christian rock band where and went more heavy, and I was like, okay, this is what we needed a long time ago.
I honestly haven't listened to Creed in a hot minute. Not because I don't like them, but because most of the music I've been listening to, I have found off of TikTok.
Okay, here we have now traveled into the first official we've gone off topic because
Yeah,
we're gonna
because we
continue
got
that.
onto we will when we get to like the poppy stuff, because some of the artists that I have in like pop are from TikTok. Like I found them on TikTok. So
Well,
we'll put a pin in that for a minute. The TikTok
has become a hub.
compliment.
Yeah, TikTok has become a hub of, I agree with you, of finding new music.
Yeah.
Like there have been so many cool hip hop artists that
Like
I found.
I wish Chosen would put his music on TikTok.
He has.
Has he?
He put Menace on TikTok.
Oh, he did?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
You haven't seen it? Oh, he did such a good job
Hold
on the
on.
announcement.
I'm gonna
video.
go find it now.
So good.
I'm gonna go find it now.
It's
Anyway,
so good.
No, we pin. Because we got started talking about Nickelback anyway, which went off topic because we're talking about country. Search. Hold on. I gotta get Chosen on my phone at least. Chosen. There we go. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait.
He did like a full announcement
Okay.
video.
Because I saw the stuff. I saw like that you both announced it on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, listen. My phone, like TikTok, doesn't ever show me like the people I want to see. Like even if I go on my following page, it's all like not the people that I actually want to see. Like it's my friends, but it's not like I want to see like this video by Chosen, or I want to see the new music put out by the artists that I follow, but instead I'm getting my friends like shit posting. So I usually just go on the For You page because the For You page still shows me people I follow, and that's where I'm more likely. Since I love you, I literally have both chats open, and I love that you sent us the same message in both of our chats. But I like if I want to see Chosen, any of his videos, I literally have to go to his account. It's really annoying. So I have his video open, and we'll put a pin in that for a minute. So back to the actual topic of country music that isn't country music anymore. Also, I really like the photos on the now side of this picture because for whatever reason, Brad Paisley is being soaked in water. Rascal Flatts is on there.
Oh my God, Rascal Flatts.
And that picture of
Okay.
Keith Urban is about 10 years old. So
Okay, well I'm gonna put this on here right now. Rascal Flatts. If it wasn't for Rascal Flatts, I don't think we would have had Taylor Swift. Because I in my opinion, Rascal Flatts were like the head, like the train that brought super pop into country, and that's when country stopped being country.
okay.
Cause like
So,
when we got Life
I-
is a Highway, I was like, this ain't country.
I would agree that that is close to accurate. Because I would say that like Rascal Flatts started as like more traditional country, like their
Mhm.
earlier songs, and then as they kept going, as most artists do, they kind of like shifted to fit the vibe
Yeah.
of what people were listening to.
Well, see, and then that's what it boils down to is like
Because I would argue that What Hurts the Most is like the best country song ever. Like I don't know anybody that doesn't know that song.
what hurts the most
Was being so close. Okay, I can't sing, but
Like-
it's fine.
Oh my God, that song! I'm telling you.
Right?
I'm-
I don't know anybody that doesn't know at least the chorus of that song.
But see, that's what I'm saying. When you look at stuff like George Jones and Loretta Lynn, and then you look at, Rascal Flatts, Luke
Yeah.
Bryan.
I mean,
What
yeah,
it
like that's
is-
still so different.
Yeah, what it is though, it's just it's the generations changing.
Yeah.
Like no one in our generation, well, you can't say no one, is that there's a very small amount of people in our generation and generations behind us that are gonna want to listen to stuff like George Jones
Well,
because
and
that's
like,
just what country music was at the
well,
time.
and the whole thing with like, oh, old music is so like sexist and blah 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 blah. Like, I mean, no, kind of, but that's
When you look at the era that it's coming out of, the
it makes
entire like
sense.
before the 1990s,
Right.
everything was sexist.
Right.
I hate to break it to
It
you.
makes sense for when it was made. And that's
Our
that's how
our-
new country music is too, is it makes sense for when it's being made. Because
Yeah.
we as a generation are more aware of sexist language, of like sexual harassment language. Like Baby It's Cold Outside. People went crazy over that song all of a sudden. They were like, this
Mhm.
song is so bad. And I'm like, dude. First of
Yeah.
all, I love that song.
I love that song.
It is a little weird if you like actually think about it, but if you then take 2 extra seconds to think about the year it was made,
Yeah.
whatever.
Well, think about it too. Is like when you listen to the words, you know.
Did you hold on?
uh,
Did you see Sen's chat message?
You said puke.
Yeah.
What hurts them? So good. But when you look at the words of back in the day, it's like,
Right.
yeah, you know, he's got this girl that came over, and there's a snowstorm outside.
Right. He's trying to keep her safe by not letting her leave, but then there's the line of, "Hey, what's in
there's
this
also
drink?"
Yeah, but there's also
Which
the
is probably
alternate
just
agenda.
alcohol. I mean, yeah, then there's also the alternate agenda, but
Like when my thing is like, yes, you can be upset about some things, but it's like when you start looking too deep into something, wanting to find a problem,
you're gonna find a problem.
You're gonna find a problem that most likely is not even there.
Right.
So like, stop
Like if
fucking ruining
nobody
it for everybody else.
if like all of
Please.
a sudden the snowflakes didn't dig into that song, I'm sure it probably wouldn't have ever been a thing. I just also
Yeah.
realized that my stream timer's not going. Let's fix that.
You're live.
I know, but
Um,
my timer isn't like accurate.
Yeah, what's in this drink is a hyperbole,
Right.
you know?
Like I'm pretty sure it's talking about alcohol, if we're being honest.
It is alcohol. Like you have
But
two
like
adults.
everybody's like, "Oh my god. He
Yeah,
put
you're like,
drugs
you
in
have-
her drink." No, he didn't. You stupid
Yeah,
shit.
like you have two adults. I hate to break it to you, new generation, but back in the day, that's how you romanticize the woman.
Alcohol?
Not drug, no, not alcohol, not drugs in a drink. But if you were on a date and she just happened to come over, that was like, hey, okay, she took the time to come in and like spend time with me.
Ah,
Like back in the day, people didn't have texting.
right. So
yeah.
we're gonna take that comment from your chat.
What happened?
Nowadays
the
the majority of people have more of an issue with songs from 20 plus years ago and see no issue with some of the
Yeah.
songs that come out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, like fucking
Yeah.
WAP? Why?
Yeah.
Why does that song need to exist?
You know, this is where I stand on this. Is like, I don't have an issue with people making music
Me
unless
either.
there is like a general like problem with it. Like
Well, yeah.
if you're being blatantly ignorant in your music, like I've heard some stupid shit come out. It's just like, why did that happen? You know, but it's like if you're all about like certain things, you know, like women empowerment or, you know, like where you stand
Right.
or, you know, body positivity, you have a voice and music is your voice to share it. But there are some things I literally look and it's just like, I'm going to question this because why do I need to hear about your WAP?
Okay, and
I
then
don't
there's the
care.
other side of things. Okay, we're just gonna click to the next one because we're not talking about country anymore.
Well, that's because country is a very short term.
Yeah, anyway, that's done. But like we okay, parents love to make the argument my kid shouldn't listen to this.
Mm-hmm.
So don't let your kid listen to it.
Yeah.
Like Lil Nas X, Montero, not a song for children.
Hey, I'm going to let you know right now. Like I said, everyone has their freedom of speech.
Right.
Everyone does. but it is not the artist's fault for you allowing and not monitoring what
your kids
are
listen
doing.
to. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
There are reasons why there are parental guidelines and parental settings on music apps.
so Sens in my chat just went, Lil Nas.
Mhm.
And that's
Like, don't get me wrong.
accurate.
Like, am I like a huge fan of Lil Nas X? No, not really.
I love
But that
him.
doesn't mean I'm gonna sit here and be like, yeah, no, I don't like him because of the shit he's saying. Like,
Right.
no, fuck
like
that.
his music
Like-
is good, but it's not for everybody. And I
No,
understand
it's
that.
not for everybody.
And
it's
there's no
the-
music, I think, no artist, no genre,
No.
no nothing that is for everybody.
That's why we have a wide variety.
Right, that's why we
of
have like
genres and
40,000
artists.
genres.
I would probably argue it's more than 40,000.
I mean, yeah, probably.
But it's like, if you don't like it, and this is the other issue when it comes to like music and, you know, crowds and their fans and so on and so forth. It's unfortunate, like, when you become an artist, you gain a following, you gain fans. That's fine. These are people that love your music and love what you have to say. But then you have that group, and every fan group that believes that they have to act out for the artist
Right.
in the artist's name.
Right.
I'm here to tell you, ladies and gentlemen.
Chosen was talking
stop
about
that shit.
last time. Like on
Yeah.
his last stream. He was like, I
Yeah.
don't want people to do that. And honestly, anybody who takes like an artist's words
Mm-hmm.
and is like, well, if they're not gonna do anything about it, I will. You're
Yeah.
a fucking maniac.
Yeah, like that you're taking someone's voice and twisting it to your own agenda,
Right.
which is not cool.
Like, if
Like-
you want to attack somebody, go for it. But don't attack somebody in somebody else's name.
Yeah.
Like,
so
don't
that
be like,
I will-
oh, Chosen said
shut that
blah,
shit
blah,
down.
blah. And I know I keep bringing up Chosen, but that's because, you know, I actually talked to him.
well, yeah.
But like, oh, Chosen said that you did this, this, and this. Okay, and? Like, what is
Well, not
that?
even that. It's like when you take the
Right,
the
and then
message
you
of
like
the
attack
song.
them about it, yeah.
yeah, when you take the message of the song. So like, you know, what's a good example? I mean,
The
okay,
song
so
I'm
a
writing.
sad song. Yeah, the song you're writing, or like a sad song in general,
Right.
right? You have an
Any
artist
song
that
about
writes,
a breakup, really.
Yeah, any song about a breakup, or this, if you want to name like Ariana Grande's
Thank you,
Um,
next.
"Thank You Next."
Yeah.
So I saw so many people get pissed off about that song. And it's like, why are y'all getting mad? Did y'all date her? No.
Right.
Did y'all go through this
Or
heartbreak?
like Taylor
No.
Swift, where she writes a song about every ex she's ever had.
Okay, now. Yes, I agree. How about break up with your girlfriend? Hey,
Yeah, I mean, that's a bop, first of all. Love that song. But also,
But it's
yeah, like if you take that song, people could attack Ari for that song. People were
they
actually
did attack Ari for
because
that song.
because like, yeah, that's a shitty thing to do.
And well, I wouldn't even say that's a shitty thing to do, to be honest.
I mean, okay,
like,
if you
when you
listen,
think
this
about
is
it,
this is why I understand why people were attacking her. If you were dating somebody and some other person came up to them and they were like, "Hey, break up with Briz for me." That would be shitty.
yeah, no, that would be terrible.
Right. So I
And
understand why
honestly,
people
the
are
person that
attacking
I
her
am,
for
I'd
it.
be-
Right. I'd be
like,
devastated.
hunting
I'd be
nails
like, "Holy
down,
fuck."
and I'd be like, yo, listen, I'm gonna beat your ass.
Right. But the thing is that in the song, she didn't actually do anything wrong.
No, she was just what the song was.
She was like flirting
Was
with
that-
him, and that's
Not even that. Like when you look at the basis of that song, she was saying was she was going through her experiences of her past relationships, if they not even just her past, but like her most recent relationships between Mac Miller and Pete Davidson and
Right.
so on and so forth. When you look at the basis of the song, was it kind of like witty and satire? A little bit.
Yeah.
But it was also saying like, hey, thank you for showing me lessons about myself that I didn't know. Thank you for showing me who you were and
right.
being
Like,
vulnerable.
"Thank You Next" is such a good song.
Yes, thank you for being with me, even though you may not have liked me and I may not have liked you, but it just
Or
didn't
even
work,
though it
so
didn't work out, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move on to the next person. That's all Thank You Next is.
Right.
It's not making fun of the breakup. She's actually thanking them for
Right.
doing what
It's
they
like
were
a
doing.
positive
It just
song
didn't
about them.
work out. Yeah, it just did not fucking work out. But people were like, this is so insulting and it's embarrassing the artist. I don't think I
Whatever.
ever...
No, it's not.
When I watched an interview with Mac Miller and they asked him how did he feel about that song, and he said, I fucking loved it. And I'm like, see?
Right.
See, you stupid fox.
Pete also loves the song, if we're being
Yeah.
honest. Did you know she's
Pete's
married
also a
now?
comedian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, but when like, did it hurt them? Yes. But can we speak for their hurt? No. So stop doing it.
Right. It's ridiculous.
Please.
But anyway, the artists on the screen are all artists that I found through TikTok. I don't know if that's actually where they came from. I know Addison Rae did definitely come through TikTok. Or
Can
Addison
I just
Grace.
say Nick D? Nick D is a great artist.
Oh, he's so good.
Nick is and their podcast is so hilarious.
Oh yeah, I see snippets of
Like-
it on TikTok all the time.
Oh my god, it's so good.
I should
But, like,
actually
I
watch
think-
the podcast someday.
I think I officially, and I might be wrong about this. I haven't looked in like a minute, but I think I found Nick through YouTube and not TikTok, but I didn't know that I did because I think Nick curates the YouTube channel Nourish
Maybe.
that does all of the like lo-fi R&B
Right.
music. I have to double check that. Like fact check me somebody if you want to. But like I think because I remember.
Well, he also used to have like super long hair.
Yeah, there's that. But I think I officially was exposed to Nick through Nourish. Because I found Nourish on YouTube and then started following the channel on Spotify, and there's so many good songs on there. And then when I found the podcast that him and his buddy did through TikTok, I was like, that man looks familiar. And then he started.
I know this
followed,
man's.
yeah, I followed his personal TikTok, and I was like, that's where I know you from.
Right.
Your music.
Yeah.
And then I just started following him from there, and he's such a good dude.
Yeah, I was following Addison on TikTok before she decided to start making, or they decided to make music. And then they started making music, and they just put out a song that says, I wish I were a boy. And for any, like, trans, like, female to male, or even just, like, non-binary people, that song slaps. I mean, the song slaps anyway, but, like, if you, like, that's such a feeling that I know a lot of people can resonate with, me included. I don't always wish I were a boy, but, like, sometimes being a boy would be easier.
Oh, can I ask? Okay.
Yeah.
This is going to be a personal question.
Okay.
You don't have to answer it. Can I ask you why you think that is?
Okay, so I don't, listen, 100% I do not think being a boy or a girl is an easier option either way. But women get, like, so much, like, sexist stigmatisms, and also, men don't have to get periods.
That is true.
Periods suck a lot.
Well, I think men do go through something. It's just not as intense.
Yeah, there's not, like, pain. It's just emotional.
Yeah, we don't bleed.
Also, anything that bleeds for 7 days and still lives should be feared.
It's Satan.
But, like, as society goes, like, straight white men get treated better than literally everybody else. I mean, unless they're called out on being a straight white male, but, like, in general, being a straight, cis, white dude is societally superior than being anything else. And, I mean, being, like, a straight, cis, white woman is pretty close underneath that. But I'm not that. I am not straight. I am non-binary. Yeah, okay, Bo Burnham, exactly. Straight, white man. Exactly. So, I am not straight, and I am not a woman, technically. Well, I'm not cis. Let's go there. So, in my mind, if I were a boy, because I am white, so even gay men are treated better than a lot of other people in society. because in society, if you're not white, and this is wrong, and I know this is wrong, and I'm not supporting this fact at all, but it is a fact. In society, if you are not white, you are seen as less. And
Yeah.
I mean, per individual, like, I don't believe that, and I don't think that that should be the case, but that currently
Well,
is the case.
I think, and in the world, the majority of the world would stand with you on that.
Right.
Like,
So
that's been the whole thing for the past couple of years.
So, like, sadly, that is the case.
Yeah.
And it should not be.
And unfortunately, you know, as a guy,
as a white male,
I'm not even white. That's the thing.
Oh, you're not. That's right.
I'm a biracial male.
Okay.
My dad's black, my mom's white. But unfortunately, the way it's set up, and I say set up because this is just how society has been built. And I will openly say that it is a built society. The way things are now were put in place hundreds of years ago, and unfortunately, people that have been put in power see it as this is how it's going to be because it keeps them in power.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
And literally, Thomas Jefferson, the man who wrote the Constitution, has said that it should be rewritten every X amount of years. Like, he literally said that while they were writing it. But that fact, one, does not help those in power stay in power. And it, like, nobody, like, it's not a fact that's even taught. So,
yeah,
to know that, you have to go research that.
Well, not even then. It's just like, just the whole situation as a whole. So when you look at it, like how you said, you know, in society, and unfortunately it is true, if you're a
we're working on changing it, but as of right now, the way society is built,
yeah, it's unfortunately that the system has it set to where, and I don't want everybody to like get your panties in a wad when I say system. I say system as a general whole. I'm not
like
saying
society.
You know, system. So society as a whole has been constructed to be where, and just from my observation, it keeps everybody else at each other's throats so that we have to depend on the system to fix it.
Yep.
When really, if we want change, it has to come down to individual standpoint. You have to be willing to look at what's in front of you and go, this is wrong. Let me figure out what I need to do. And I'll tell you, if you had like a group of people that do that, and then let them go out into society, things would change.
Right. The problem is that nobody thinks individually they can do anything.
I don't know what happened. It was like somewhere between 2013 and 2014, where like the majority of America as a whole was like, yeah, we're not gonna.
This is how it be.
Yeah, this is just how it be. We're just gonna let them do it.
It is what it is. No, it's not.
Because like back in the day, people used to research.
Well, and
people
the other
would
thing,
look it up on their own.
The other thing is that when people, like when Obama was elected, people thought something had changed because now we had a black president. But just because we had a black president doesn't mean anything, because now we're back to white old men. Well, I mean, we had a Cheeto first, but now we're back to white old men. But
so I have to be careful what I say, just to give you a heads up.
Great.
Like, I want to give my opinion, but I officially technically cannot. Because I currently am wearing that uniform. And some things may be taken out of context, and I might get in trouble
You're
for
still
it.
in your uniform?
I still currently serve.
Got it.
So I have to be.
So,
I'm allowed to have my opinion.
You just can't super voice them because it could be taken out of context.
It can be taken out of context.
That's fine. I'll just voice my opinion.
Yeah, perfectly fine. Perfectly fine.
But like, the thing that people don't understand is the minimum age for a president is 35, right? So the last like 2 presidents we've had, like Trump and Biden, are so old Like, that's just a fact. They're old as fuck. And as we previously mentioned, old white men like to keep the system running how it is because it keeps old white men in power. I think, and I know you can't super voice your opinion on any of this, so I'm just gonna keep talking. I think that we should just wipe out the Congress. Like, get everybody out of there and put a whole bunch of newer, younger people in who still know what they're doing.
That I will say is that I do personally believe that Congress in itself
should have
needs
a
to
term.
have a term.
Yeah.
It needs to have a term because you have Congress members that have been in office since like the 60s. That is way too long.
Right.
That is way too long.
And like the ratio, going back to the why would being a man be easier, the ratio of men to women in Congress is astronomically leaning towards men. Like,
well, we're starting to see a change in that.
We are, and that's great.
And it's good.
But it's
now,
still...
I'm not saying that's like a big point, but it is good. I will say, in my opinion, it is nice to see
women
that we are starting to see more come into office.
Yeah.
And from different like areas of life.
Also,
you know?
like, as much as I hate the old white man that is currently in office, I mean, I don't super hate Biden, but that's whatever. His vice president is a woman who's not white. So, like, we are getting somewhere, but it's so fucking slow.
Yeah.
That it literally seems like nothing's happening.
But that's politics. That's what I'm saying.
Politics takes forever to do anything, which is why I think we just need to wipe out the Congress.
Because you have Congress and then you have the president. The president makes a decision, but it has to go through Congress. And if Congress doesn't like it, they send it back to the president. And then the president has to make another decision and push it through Congress.
It's like a ping pong game.
That is the problem.
And
nothing can get done because you have a ping pong game.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna switch this back to
the nation and the group of people.
So, I love that this is a music podcast and we're talking about politics.
Yeah, we should go back to music at some point.
We should, because you can't really talk about this. We can talk about this on our own terms and not...
How did we get here?
I don't remember.
How did we turn down
because I was talking about the song I Wish I Were a Boy. And then we started talking about straight white men.
Yeah.
And that led to the government, because
I asked the question.
Yeah. So we're gonna stop this conversation so Grizz doesn't get in any trouble. But I would like to continue this conversation with you at some point. Just not when you're being recorded.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, yes, please.
So it's like I don't want to be taken out of context that I'm not allowed to have a voice. I'm perfectly fine to have allowed to have a voice, but
you just don't want what you say to be taken out of context and then used against you.
Well, taken out of context, and I could possibly get in trouble because like the thing is like when it comes down to it, I took an oath.
Right.
I took an oath to preserve this country, doing what I'm supposed to be doing, so on and so forth. And I work for the president technically.
Right.
I am under the laws that guide, and I have to follow orders, so on and so forth.
Right.
So I can't really express my opinion too much because some people will take it wrongly.
Right.
And then that could be caused and make my life hell, which I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, and I don't want that to happen either. So we're gonna get back on music. But I need you to entertain our chats for a hot minute because I really have to pee.
Okay, yeah.
So I'll be right back. Entertain. I mean, I'm sure everybody's in both of our chats, so have a good time.
Politics work through music too. It's why we have a lot more music with female empowerment, LGBT. Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. The thing is, though, is like, I wouldn't even say it's politics, it's empowerment. Music has always been the avenue for people to be able to freely share their voice without getting shut down. How do you redeem on stretches if we can't see you? That's the point. It's the point. You don't. You do not. But that's why I'm so in love with music and what it can be. Like music is so hydrate. Ooh, I got water. Hold on, I got this. Music is an avenue that it can just be whatever, you know. It can be an avenue for voices. It can be an avenue for awareness. It can be an avenue for empowerment. It can be an avenue for healing. I can't tell you. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not sitting here and listening to music, because music is my getaway. Music, just like everybody else. Sometimes I don't like being on Earth. I don't like being in reality. So where do I go? I go to my music. Feeling sad, listening to sad music. Feeling upset, listen to angry music. Or even then, it's just like when you're feeling angry, like listen to what makes you happy. It's a wonderful outlet. Yeah. Playing an instrument. Playing drums. I'm telling you, drums was my anger outlet for the longest time. I used to whack the shit out of some drums when I was younger. Cause it was either I either played the drums or my fist is going into a wall. Because I didn't have an outlet. Yeah, like music is just that thing that allows you to take an avenue to better yourself, in my opinion. You know, and that's the best part about it. That's the best part about like artists and who they are as a whole. Now, granted, I don't agree with some artists simply just because of their standpoint and what they're using their music for. Like, I'll tell you this right now. Tekashi 6ix9ine, great example. I hate his music.
Me too.
I do. I hate his
What
music.
a statement for me to come back to.
But here's the thing. If we're gonna talk about this, here's what I can this is the only thing I can really respect the guy on, is that he willingly came onto an interview and said, my music is garbage. My music is trash. But y'all motherfuckers are buying it because you like it. He's like, I know
my music is garbage and y'all still like it, so that's on you.
No, not only that, but he's like, he's hustling. He's a hustler.
Right.
He's making his money where he knows he can make his money, and he's doing it well. He's playing a game. I have to respect that. Homie saw an avenue
Respect the player.
To better his wealth, and he played the game, and it worked. Because y'all got people out there that are just like, yeah, Tekashi 6ix9ine music is dope. It's garbage. He even said
he knows it's garbage.
It's trash. But y'all are paying him.
Also, I'm gonna I'm gonna do a quick plug because my Nightbot thing just popped up. If you want my merch, this hoodie is dually special because it's a misprint, and also I cropped it. But
I cropped it.
I did. Well, so I cropped it. One, I really like cropped hoodies. But also it was a misprint. So I'm like, fuck it. Right? Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if you want my merch, there's my link. Sen's just put it in my chat. I can also pop it into Grizz's chat so that anybody that's there.
Does this work?
Does what work?
Extra. Trying to do a shout out in my chat and I forgot the thingy for it.
Good job. You forgot my B also.
I did. Yeah.
Shout out extra. Sense. Thank you. We did it. But like helping, yay. So hold on, let me grab. I have a whole row of hoodies over here. So this one specifically you cannot buy because it has the Twitch logo in it. Ooh. But it has one without the Twitch logo. I have one without the Twitch logo in it and without my thing on the bottom. It's really starting to fade. I've had it for a really long time.
Ooh, I like it though.
It's super nice. A lot of the ones that I own have the Twitch logo on them because I bought them before Teespring was like, haha, go fuck yourself. You know? This one that I'm wearing also has game controllers on the back of it. Because the original plan for this podcast was that I was going to talk to my friends with my friends, and we were going to give like game tips for being a streamer, like how annoying stream sniping is.
Oh my gosh.
Right, and stuff like that. But our schedules literally never lined up, so I made all this merch. And like every t-shirt I have has the game controllers on the back. So, you know, that kind of sucks. But now I have all this merch that I can like be like, "Oh, yeah, so you can get this, but not really." At one point I was actually thinking about trying to sell this one because, you know, misprints are cool. But then I cropped it and now I'm in love with it, so it doesn't matter. But you can get my merch. I have sweatpants, I have t-shirts, I have hoodies. I'm working on getting a new store set up. I might keep both just because the one that I'm working on now, I can't do all of the things that I want to do. But I am working on getting some stuff through another shop. But I currently pay for that domain. So if somebody could buy something from it, I would appreciate you so much. It's all merch for the podcast mostly. Actually, I could probably pull up the thing. I'll just pull it up. Hold on. Wow, my face got real bright, didn't it? So, hey, look. It's my banner. And then I have like all this stuff. So this is what they look like now. They literally just say Lifelux and have the headphones on them instead of the Twitch logo and my name. Because I also realized that people probably don't want my name on them. I mean, whatever. I have cartoons merch. But, you know, some people just don't want merch that has the name on it. And honestly, Lifelux is enough for me to be on the merch. But I have black, I have white, I have this logo that I made, which is supposed to look like a record player. I've got fucking X for doubt, because why not?
Ooh,
I've got stickers, cups, socks, more stickers, more cups, that's a blanket. Yeah, I mean, and I made all these logos myself. All of this is me made. The sweatpants, I will admit, are a little bit on the pricey side. I don't have a pair of them, so I cannot vouch for them. But I do have the hoodies. I also have the tank tops and t-shirts. Did you hear her? She's loud.
Did.
I told you
She's
you would.
cranky.
Hello?
She be cranky.
No, she's not cranky. She's just loud all the time. I do have literally the t-shirts, the hoodies, and the long sleeve shirts. They're all very comfortable. The tank tops are also pretty comfortable. Alright, listen. Somebody sends... Do you want to see my cat? Here.
Show the kitty.
Kitty! She also thinks she's a parrot, so this happens all the time.
Oh my goodness.
I do have a void kitty. Here you go.
Oh my goodness.
She's not sure where she wants to go. Yeah, but she's just loud. She yells at me all the time for no reason. But she's been like that since I got her. The story of how I got her is really funny. We went in looking for a different cat. But for the life of all of the, like, nurses and stuff, they could not find her. Or nurses, you know, receptionists at the shelter.
Mm-hmm.
They could not find her. The one we were looking for. So we were standing in the, like, entry area. And they had, like, the kennels on the wall. And she just wouldn't shut up. She was staring at me and just yelling. And I was like, oh no. So I get one of the receptionists to open the cage. And they were like, okay, you just can't put her down. Because some of the cats don't get along with her. That's why she's in here by herself. And I was like, all right, didn't plan on it. I don't ever plan on putting a cat down if I have one.
Mm-hmm.
So the second she's out of the receptionist's arms and into mine, she stops. Like, silence. And I was like, oh no. This is my cat now. And my boyfriend at the time was with me. And, okay. So we smoke weed, and the other cat's name was Ganja, so we thought it was funny. But she was also, like, the orange and black calico. So we were like, she's so pretty, and her name is Ganja, adorable, right? Could not find her, so we got her. And she literally, the second she was in my arms, she stopped, started rubbing her face on mine, and I handed her to my boyfriend, and she, like, couldn't get comfortable in his arms and kept, like, trying to come back to me. And I was like, yep, that's my cat. Okay, so
Yeah.
we bought her. I wasn't old enough, actually, for my name to be on, like, the adoption form. So technically, she's his cat. But when we broke up, he was like, no, I'm keeping her. She's mine. And I was like, first of all, just because she's in your name doesn't mean anything. I paid for her. I've paid for everything for her. Cat litter, food, cat toys, collars, everything. I have fully supported this cat. And also, he was working from home at the time, and I wasn't. And she would spend all day with him, because somebody's home. And then, literally, the second my car pulled in the driveway, she was at the front door.
Oh.
So, like, that's my cat? No. And his dad worked for a lawyer, so he, like, threatened to take me to fucking court for my cat. And I was like, dude, she was $80? If you want to take me to court for her, you will be paying me back every penny I've spent on her. Because it's your cat. So, and I was like, and also, you'll be calling me in a week to tell me to come get her.
Right.
So, because she doesn't like you. She likes me. She deals with you because she needs attention, because she is an attention whore. And I recognize that. Where did you go? Did you leave? She also is literally a ninja. She has mastered that bell on her neck. And she just disappears. She's gotten locked in the pantry because my boyfriend didn't look at his feet to see if she was in there before he closed the door because she's literally quiet. She got locked in the closet outside because... Come here. Because, she... So, I let her out onto the balcony with me because she's not stupid and she's not gonna jump off the balcony. But in the closet is where I keep my weed stuff so it doesn't smell up the whole house. So, I had the door open because I was smoking weed and I don't feel like hotboxing a closet either. And she got in and I didn't know. And I ended up closing her in there. So that's like the downfall of her silence.
My Madison has learned how to remove her collar, so I don't even put her collar back on her neck, to be honest.
Sally hasn't, she doesn't remove her collar on purpose. Usually what happens is, so she has an easy release collar. For the main reason that when my ex and I broke up, I had to move back in with my parents. And when I had her, she had gotten stuck on something because we were remodeling the house. So she had gotten stuck on something. Ow! Why are you biting me? And, like, couldn't get out because at that point she didn't have a quick release. So ever since that point, I've only ever bought her quick release, which you should really have for your pets anyway, at least your cats. Because if they get caught on something, their collar will break off instead of them, like, choking themselves out.
Yeah.
So she'll, like, rub up on stuff and it'll just come off, which is fine. My brother's cat, if her collar comes off, she literally picks it up in her mouth and, like, brings it to one of them so they can put it back on her, which I think is so cute. Sally, I just tell her she's naked, and then we go and find it.
She's naked.
She's naked. This is the collar I got her for her for Christmas. It's so cute. You can't. There you go.
Oh.
So I call her Bumblebee because she has a yellow harness. LOL, black and yellow, duh. But when she's in it, it makes her butt look really fat. So she looks like a bumblebee because she's got this big old fluffy butt and then the yellow stripes on her sides. So she used to have a bumblebee collar. I still have it somewhere, but because she scratches herself, it's all like frayed and garbage. So I usually buy her a new collar every year. And this is the one she got this time. Do not bite me. Ow!
Oh, you've angered her. She angy.
She's so funny because when she bites me, she doesn't really bite me. Like, there's like a dot on my hand somewhere. Right there. That's it. That's all I get. She doesn't really...
I wish.
It's like love... No. If I like fuck with her enough, I will like get destroyed.
That's my cat, like 100% of the time. Like for her showing me love is I'll be laying in the bed, she'll come cuddle me, she'll like fall, roll over, and like nudge up against me, and then all of
Mhm.
a sudden it's full on chomp straight down on the
Mhm.
meaty part of my hand, and I'm like, why did you do that?
She does
Why'd you
that
do this?
sometimes where like I'm just petting her and then she'll decide to bite me, like
Mhm.
right now. That is my arm.
Man, we went full left.
But then, okay, she literally will like, and then just sit there with her teeth like resting on my arm. Anyway, back to music.
Mhm.
Oh, that's not music. That's Discord, and that's my merch. There we go. Back to this. I need to watch this TikTok. Hold on.
Uh-oh. OBS disconnected. What you mean?
What?
That's not true. Oh, it did. Are you watching his TikTok?
His face on the woo. I love that so much. Okay.
He's great, man. Like he's so
I love him.
great.
I love him.
Like, but going back to pop music.
We'll get to Chosen in a minute. He's on
Yeah,
the next one.
Chosen. You can clearly tell that he's the one that we want to talk about the most right now.
Yeah, well, yeah, because we got to hype him up. Because he just came out with a new song. But he's on the next one. So anyway, TikTok artists, great. Okay. So I've been on TikTok since it was Musically. Like way back then.
I remember that.
Right, like way back then. I've basically been on TikTok like since Musically started. Like I was there for the beginning. I'm an OG, okay? I have like 15,000 followers on TikTok. My TikTok is the same as my Twitch if y'all want to go follow me. I don't post a whole lot, but I usually post about like I'll post like something for the stream sometimes, not always. I don't use TikTok a whole lot anymore, but if y'all want to hype me up and post it on and go follow me over there, feel free. I will start posting more if I get more people.
I think if you want my opinion, I think you should just keep posting until you get more people.
That's probably fair. My followers went down. I was at like 15.1, and I think the last time I checked it, I was at like 14.9.
Yeah, I think you should just keep posting. Like keep posting because the more new content you get on there, the more people are gonna want to come look.
The problem is that I don't know like what to post. Like
just post.
I know. I do a lot of like cosplay stuff, but I haven't like had the time to like get into my cosplays because they're all like insanely like complicated.
Mm-hmm.
And if I'm being honest, there's like some TikTok audios that I want to do, but I always forget to do like the first half of like those super cool transition videos.
Mm-hmm.
And I won't think about it until I'm already like in the thing, like on this what would be the second half of that video.
You mean like when you're fully in like cosplay and
yeah
stuff?
So like
I mean, you could always retake it at a different time though.
I mean, yeah, but it's annoying to have to edit it and then put it on TikTok. I'm lazy in like like no cap
of a content creator.
no cap, full disclosure, I'm lazy. So right now, a lot of my content, like the video that I posted on Instagram for this, first of all, was not planning on posting that on Instagram. I was just going to post it on TikTok because it was like a challenge where you're not supposed to look at the camera until it says stop or whatever. So that video is also on my TikTok and it's longer because for whatever reason, Instagram shortened it. So I posted it on TikTok and I wasn't going to post it anywhere else, but then I went to go post something for this and realized that I had just cleared out my camera roll and put it all on my computer. So I don't have anything on my phone anymore. And I was like, well, I'm in my Lifelux merch. I got my headphones on. fuck it. And I just posted it on Instagram because, again, I'm lazy.
But
But I
that's
know
like
I need to post more, and I need to post more on everything because I don't really post on Instagram at all. And like,
trust me, I need to post more too. Like all my music and stuff. That's what I made TikTok for.
I
Was mainly
followed
just for
your TikTok, your
Yeah,
Shino TikTok. I don't know if you got
yeah.
that
Most
notif, but I just
no,
did.
I did. I saw it earlier.
Yeah, because it was
But that
on Chosen tagged you in it.
um, but that's what I made TikTok for, was to promote my music and stuff.
I made
And then I
TikTok
was
to
planning on
shitpost.
making. I wanted to make another TikTok for my Twitch, but
Yeah.
it does. I guess TikTok doesn't allow you to have multiple accounts.
You have to use multiple emails
Oh, that's
because
stupid.
I have multiple accounts.
Well, I mean, I'll figure that out.
But also, my second account, okay, full disclosure. My second account is literally for like going after people. Not like going after, but like so there was okay. I haven't posted on there in a long fucking time, but there was this girl, white as fuck, thought she could say the N-word.
Oh.
Thought she could mouth the N-word. Which I still don't think you can do.
If you want my full-on opinion, I don't like that word. Period. I don't
Right,
care how
exactly.
you use it.
No. So
But I'm not gonna sit here and I'm not gonna tell y'all like you should. I'm like, fuck it. Like,
right.
live your life.
Live your life, but don't be ignorant.
Yeah.
So anyway, she thought she could mouth the N-word. And she was also at that point copying, like full-blown copying one of my friends. Like one of my friends, she was kind of a bigger creator. And she got her nails done. And then this girl got her nails done the exact same way. She took a video in a specific spot. This girl, who we know lived nowhere near that spot, went to that spot to make a video. So she was like full-blown like trying to copy this girl, like my friend. And then she was like, oh, I can mouth the N-word because I'm not saying it. And we were like, full stop.
No. Negative.
Full stop.
That's not how it works.
So I made a video, like, basically calling her out on it. So, like, that's what that TikTok was for, was, like, hyping up my friends and calling people out on their bullshit. Haven't posted on there in a while because, again, I'm lazy. And switching accounts is kind of hard to do on TikTok, and it's really annoying.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I can feel that.
Huh? Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back.
You're not muted. What up, chat? How are we doing today, chat? How you doing, Grizz? I'm doing good. I'm okay. I'm doing fine. Let me mute myself. Okie doke. Yeah, I was just talking about what I'm gonna plan on doing after the podcast.
Yeah, later. Sorry, my boyfriend has to go to the ER.
What'd he do?
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
He's mostly okay, just a concerning thing.
Yeah, I hope he's all right.
I also hope he's all right.
Do you need to go with him?
No. He'll be okay.
You sure?
Yeah. It's not that serious. It's more just
okay.
he needs to get something checked.
Understood.
And he doesn't have a primary care doctor, so he's gonna go to the ER instead.
Understood.
So.
All right.
Anyway. Back
well,
to
I hope everything works out and he's okay.
I'm sure he will be. It's just kind of, he didn't want the whole stream to know about it.
I got you.
Which is fair. So.
But yeah, like when it comes to TikTok and music, like pop on TikTok has been like the huge play.
Yeah.
What I am always like happy to see is metal talk, and then I'm just like, yeah, I want to see more of this. But that's a different subject. But no, like Nick D. To be honest, I haven't really seen much of Addison Grace or Olivia Rodrigo. I've heard of Olivia Rodrigo, and I think I've listened to some of her music. But out of the three, I've listened most to Nick D. And I enjoy him. He's very well-rounded. Like, I would definitely say he's very poppy. Like, very poppy.
It's not like a question of is he pop? Like, yes,
yeah,
he is.
He's definitely pop. But he's more, in my opinion, he's a more, like, likable, like, enjoyable side of pop.
Do I want to know who Maggie is?
I don't know who Maggie is.
Not Mad Maggie.
Too many bad memories about when she took over the games.
What are we talking about?
Not Mad Maggie. What the hell are y'all talking about?
What the fuck is going on?
Who the hell is Maggie?
Why is she mad?
the new legend in Apex.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha. Sorry. I was confused as hell. I was like, I don't know a damn Maggie.
What the fuck is going on? Okay.
But yeah, like pop. I mean, there's not much that you can say about pop. Pop is pop.
God,
like,
Grizz, get with the times. Neither of us play Apex.
I mean, I do. I just don't care enough.
Oh, okay.
I just don't care enough about it.
So yes, TikTok is the spot, which means we get to talk about Chosen now.
I'd agree. This is the one thing that we all have been wanting to talk about.
Literally, I don't know if anybody was there other than Sens, because she was they. I don't know Sens' gender or their pronouns, so they were in the Discord call with us when I asked Chosen if we could even talk about his music, which he got very defensive about because he didn't know how we were going to talk about his music, which is fair, if I'm being honest, because
we're not here to
we're not here to bash him. We fucking love his music.
Yeah.
Also, I really love this picture of him. That's why I chose it.
Yeah, it's a great picture of that beautiful chocolate.
I was trying to find the Menace picture, but it's not on Google.
Man, when you that famous, you on Google now?
I'm on Google.
Huh?
I'm on Google.
Hey, I ain't made it that far. Coda, calm down.
You search my name, and I'm right there.
Hey.
My YouTube picture is the one that pops up first. Hold on. I mean, your icon's there for Twitch. And your merch is there too.
Oh, that's my cousin.
The Grizzy Guild?
No, that ain't me.
No, but which one's your cousin?
My cousin is the one with the sweater.
Oh, see? There you go. What if I take the off because you're not the Griswold everywhere? Nope, that's worse, I think. But your icon is still like the first one. Yeah, Bex with the flex, of course. But also, I have Hold on. I'm gonna move this so you can't see what I'm searching because I don't want anybody to see this name.
Mm.
Because, well, actually, we're gonna do this real quick just to make sure what pops up.
That is a smart play.
Yeah. Maybe it's not that one. Hold on. Cause my old TikTok username still pops up with some of my stuff. I guess it doesn't anymore, which is good because that's not my TikTok username anymore. Oh, there's furries on this name now. Great. And that's Finn. Oh, because, okay. So, do you guys know who Finster is? The streamer that dresses like a girl for money?
Oh, I think I've seen him before.
Here, I'll pull up the picture and you tell me. The streamer that dresses like a girl for money.
Yeah, I've seen him.
So his name is Rose when he's a girl. So the other name that I used to go as has Rose in it, which is why he pops up.
Ah, okay.
But okay, so I guess it doesn't pop up anymore. Which is good, because that's not my name anymore.
Okay, so back to Chosen.
Right.
And
I have
rap
to
versus
fix
hip
this.
hop versus R&B.
There's Grizz. See, you do pop up. Just not a lot.
Yeah, I'm not there yet.
I don't pop up a lot either, if we're being honest. But anyway, back to Chosen. He pops up a lot on Google.
Yeah,
And
he's a likable dude.
I was like, which picture do I choose? A lot of them are like screen caps of his TikToks. But I wanted like a good picture because I was getting a good picture of like everybody else. And I know Chosen takes good pictures because he's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
We do
Hottie.
stand droid. Exactly.
Little hottie.
Hold on.
But so you had like specific questions about this topic, because I remember you asking me some of them.
Yeah, sorry, he was double checking the hospital. I did have questions. And brain broken. Yeah, okay, so for anybody who doesn't know, which everybody watching our stream right now should know, Grizz makes Chosen's beats, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying
Not
to...
all of them though.
No,
them,
not
though.
all of them.
Collective of us.
Right. There's there's more than just you.
Mm-hmm.
But when he says, like in Menace, it says Shino.
Yes.
That's Grizz. That's Grizz's TikTok, is Shino. He Chosen tagged Grizz in his Menace video on TikTok.
Yes.
So, as far as, like, the process,
Mm-hmm.
does Chosen come up with the lyrics first, or do you come up with the beat first?
It's kind of a mix. It all depends on what's happening at that point. Like, so most of the time, it starts off with me just being curious.
And making beats, because why not?
If there's a vibe that I'm feeling, I try and find something that fits that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
So, I am mainly a sampler.
Right.
I am working on I'm still practicing instruments and so on and so forth because I want to branch out. Coda hush. But I am the practitioner of the old school way of making beats, and that is sampling, chopping them up, and turning it into a different sound, I guess.
Yeah, but that's what samples are for.
Well, I wouldn't say that's what they're
Mostly.
for, but it's a technique that was developed, and then companies.
Well, yeah, but people know that if they're putting samples out, that's probably what they're going to be used for.
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Coda, buddy.
Pupper.
If you're going to be doing that, you got to go outside. Come here. Come on. Go. But yeah, I normally, it normally starts off with, like, me and how my work process is. And what I'll do is I sample from different many ways. Like I love to crate dig. For those that don't know what crate digging is, it's literally just looking for records.
Mhm.
And I started off mainly just going with what I know, and that's, you know, hip hop derives off of jazz, soul, and like R&B samples. That's where most of like the whole foundation of hip hop was based off of, is jazz, soul, and R&B. Um,
Which is why this tile says rap, hip hop, and R&B on it,
mhm.
because
Yeah.
those get like thrown together all the time.
I would say rap and hip hop get thrown together more than
Well,
R&B
if
in there.
you like look at like genres, most of the time they say hip hop and R&B.
Yeah.
So that's why I threw it in there. But I wouldn't say like rap and R&B are mutually exclusive, but hip hop kind of includes rap and R&B. Whereas
Well, yeah,
like
because they all like rap or hip hop and R&B get lumped up together simply just because of like the foundations of what
Right.
the music is built off of. Because when you look at hip hop and R&B, or even then when you look at rap, like rap still samples, but rap is and this is just
I
from
mean,
like my
Eminem
study of it.
samples. And
Yeah,
Eminem is
Eminem
like
samples.
one of the greatest rappers of all time.
Yeah, but it's like each genre has a. It's like eating certain foods. I don't know if y'all have ever heard like the sound, like the term mouthfeel.
Mhm.
Each category have their own feels to them depending on what kind of sample or what sounds that the producer is going to use.
Right.
So like, you know, when you're looking at Logic or even like my stuff with Dro or Chosen, or even some of Eminem stuff.
Okay, Grizz, I want you to do me a favor real quick. I want you to tell me which picture is who, other than Chosen and Eminem, of course, on this screen.
Logic is the guy in the glasses.
Uh-huh.
I believe NF is the guy with the hoodie and the black hat, and Knox Hill is the white cap.
Okay. I was just making sure, because, you had to do a little bit of research on these people.
Yeah.
Because I know you don't listen to all of them, but...
Well, no, I know who NF is. Like,
well,
I've
yeah.
seen a good bit of his stuff, so
Everybody knows who NF is.
I don't know too much about Knox Hill, so I was just like, I know who everybody else.
You're like, I know everybody else, so process of elimination.
Pretty much. But like, you know, grouped together, like Logic and Eminem are gonna be technically grouped together most of the time, just because of the feel of like the sounds that come
really?
out of
I would
their
group
music.
NF and Eminem more than I would group Logic and Eminem.
NF and Eminem definitely come from the same cloth. Well, kind of from the same cloth.
I would say that they're the same cloth, but like opposite sides. If that makes sense.
We're a lot closer than what it feels like.
Yeah.
It's like they're the way that they. A lot of old Eminem stuff, I can say that NF will correspond with, but like new Eminem.
To put it this way,
Eminem,
the first time I heard NF, I thought it was Eminem until I like really listened to it.
Yeah.
Because he sounds like what he's saying isn't the same as Eminem, but the way he sounds is
his pronunciations and his mannerisms.
Right. It sounds so similar to Eminem that when I wasn't like fully paying attention to the song, I really thought it was Eminem. Which is why I would put them together before I would put Logic and him together.
Yeah. Vocally, yeah, they're together. I would say that they're in the same boat. But when it comes to like music analysis, you know, NF may sound like Eminem, and his vocals may drive the music like Eminem does. But when you break it down to like production and the flow, like I said, NF corresponds more with old school Eminem, where Logic and the new Eminem stuff that we're hearing is, to me, is the closest thing. Because like back in the day, Eminem was the shock factor when he came into the game.
Right. Well, that's because he was a white boy.
Not only that, but he was a trailer park, technically, if you want to count it. He was this white trash dude that knew how to rap and got picked up in the rap game, and then started literally flipping it on his head.
Yeah, vomit on his sweater already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like Dr. Dre picked him up. That's something that everyone forgets is like Dre found Eminem
Yeah.
and he stood by him and he still stands by him. And it's
Even
like
though it's
now
funny because he has songs where he's talking about Dr. Dre being like locked in his basement or whatever.
yeah, but that's the thing. Like they've been friends for the longest time.
I know.
It's the same stuff you would say to your friends, you know. And then you got.
I don't know if
back
I
to
would
what I was
ever
saying,
say
though,
that any of my friends are locked in my basement, but I do
I've
get
told my
the
friends I would
sentiment.
lock them out. I've told Droid I would lock him in my basement before. I'm pretty sure.
I would probably lock Troy in my basement if I had one.
NF and Eminem talk about some real shit too. Well, yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly. Like
everybody
that's.
on this screen.
I mean, so does
talks about real
Logic.
shit. Yeah.
So does
Logic,
Droid.
yeah, it all comes down to like where you came from. Give me 1 second.
Do you have to go take Coda outside?
No, they're just being rowdy and annoying.
See, Sally's asleep in my lap, so she's not yelling anymore.
Well, it's like they want in, but they want out, but then they
Mhm.
want in.
You know, that's why my door's not fully closed. But
On the bed. Go on
um,
the bed. But, you know, let's
okay.
take- I'm sorry.
So the reason these people are on the screen, Chosen's on the screen for obvious reasons. Cause we both know him and we wanted to talk about him, so he got put on here.
Mm-hmm.
But okay. My friends tell me that I have a thing for white boys. Now, Logic is mixed. He looks white, but he's mixed. But everybody else on here, again, other than Chosen, is a white rapper. And in my defense, I feel that I can relate more to quote-unquote white people problems.
Well, see, the thing is, though, is like this is the issue, and I'm not like saying this like, or I don't want it to sound like disrespectful or anything, but like, me personally, I don't understand what it is about categorizing music on the color of your skin.
Right.
I don't.
Me
Like-
either. Like, I mean, they're just good rappers. So why does it matter that they're white?
Well, it's just like if you look at somebody. If you look at somebody and you go, "Oh, you like this dude because he's white," it's like, have you not listened to the music?
Right. If
Like,
if Dre had looked at Eminem and been like, "Oh, he's white. His problems are only going to relate to white people."
But the thing is like it's like white people problems. Like
Right, like people
stop
have
doing that.
problems, dude.
Like if you let's take the problems, right? Let's look at Eminem's life. Now, granted, I don't know.
I mean,
Eminem's
Eminem started
biography.
as literally trailer trash.
I don't know Eminem's biography. I don't know where NF came from. I don't know where Knox Hill came from.
I mean, Eminem kind
so
of
on and
sings
so
his
forth.
biography in like every song.
But that's what I'm saying because that's where he comes from.
But like,
know?
I mean, there's still stuff that he doesn't talk about in his music.
because those are all personal.
Right.
But like when you look at Eminem's problems, he came from a trailer park
Mm-hmm.
where his mom, I think, was a junkie,
Yeah.
a drug addict. He was taking care of his little sister most of the time while
Mhm.
also working while he was still a teenager. And then she'd bring in these dudes that were just like pieces of shit. You
Mhm.
know, Eminem went through some stupid shit. But then you also look at Logic, who is biracial, and his brother was in the gang system. His father was a drug addict.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Like they have similar problems.
it's not even similar. They're cut from the same cloth.
Right.
You can't like. I hate it when people goes like, "This rapper got white people problems. This dude's got black people problems." Like, no, they're just problems.
They're just people
Like,
problems.
yeah,
Like,
like
if anything,
you-
it's like poor people problems.
it's exactly. It's the same. It's the same boat.
Family problems. Exactly. Glenn.
Family problems, drug problems. They're all the same fucking problems.
Right.
So, like,
Fucking NF
what
has
really-
mental problems. Not white
Yeah.
people problems. Mental problems. Mental illness
and-
does not care about the color of your fucking skin.
Instead of, and that's the thing. It's like I wish people would stop saying that. Like, stop. We already categorize everything else in the fucking world.
For
Like,
real.
stop doing it. Stop fucking doing it because all you're doing is just feeding into it and making
I
it.
honestly
and it's
wish-
just gonna stay longer.
I honestly wish, as much as like genres help people find the music that they like I know that I like rap music. That's a genre. I wish that we didn't have to have so many fucking subgenres. Like folk country. Or, like,
Well,
whatever.
the
Like,
reasons
I
understand that.
understand the point is to, like, help people find the music that they like
Yeah.
without finding music that they don't like. Because, you know, some people like folk country, but they don't like what most people would consider regular country. I get it. But also, like, the fact that we have to break it down into such small categories for people to find what they like honestly bothers me a little bit. I understand it, and I get it, and it's really nice, and it's really simple, but...
That comes from the influx of music. But,
Right.
like, so I can see where you're coming from, and then, like, that it can get annoying. But at the same time, when you look at it as a whole, it's a great thing. Because it's like, with all these subgenres, that means there are tons and tons of talented people bringing something different. Don't get me wrong. All music in some aspect or form is gonna sound the same. But what really makes you stand out is how you bring you into the equation and make it yours.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's why there's so many different subgenres.
Right.
So, like, rap, hip hop, R&B. Okay, yeah. If you look at them as a whole, they all are on the same foundation, but they technically all sound different.
Right.
Rap can be corresponded more with, like, trap music or hard trap or hard rap, you know, like heavy beats, heavy 808, in your face, just raw dirty, right?
Yeah.
Hip-hop's foundation, like I said, comes from, like, mostly sampling or breakbeats. Hip-hop is breakbeats. Back in the day, hip-hop was literally just breakbeats with soul and a dude with a record player. Like, that's where hip-hop was, in my opinion. Hip-hop and rap was born in the streets. It was for younger people. It was a rebellion to get away from, like, disco music.
Hey, thanks
And
for the follow, Conscious.
That's the generation of hip-hop. Is like, it's raw, it's it knocks. It's not the social norm when it comes to the foundation of what music was supposed to be.
Right. Even disco was a rebellion. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
But disco then became mainstream, and so then there was new music born as a rebellion to that. And that's really, if you think all the way back to, like, how music was created, it was created in a rebellion. Because, like, slaves used to sing music to get through their day.
Well, it was even before that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was before that too. But, like, as far as, like, American, like, USA history goes, that's...
Well,
I mean, there was more than that too, but, like, people were singing to get through their day and to, like, feel better about their day. Even if it wasn't just slaves.
Music is a medicine.
Right,
period.
Exactly.
Music is like I said, music is every outlet that you can think of. It's a form of rebellion. It's a form of medicine. It's a form of
ska is rebellion.
What is ska?
Aggressive trumpets.
Ah, okay, yeah. That's a form of rebellion.
I want somebody who, like, actually listens to ska to, like, yell at me for that, because
I don't think I can actually, like, aggressively or listen to aggressive trumpets.
No, I can't. But that's what I know ska to be, is aggressive trumpets. It's like if you took EDM but made the beats trumpets. Trumpets. Like, in my opinion, that's what ska is. I don't listen to ska, so I couldn't actually tell you that, but I know, the one thing I know about ska is aggressive trumpets. And I love a good trumpet, but, aggressive trumpets, and it's like only trumpet.
Ugh.
It's not good. I don't like
That'll
ska.
hurt my ears.
Yeah.
Music is proven to help with stuff like anxiety and productivity too. Yeah, but see, that's the point. That's what music is as a foundation. It is literally... It's an outlet. That's all music has ever been. It's an outlet. Jazz was a rebellion. Jazz was born in
a big
Harlem
rebellion.
during the Great Depression era. It was a form of rebellion. It was
Yep.
It was born in America. In what did I say? My brain. Like I just had Harlem. Yeah, it was born in Harlem by African Americans who did not want to fit the social norms of music. They were
Yeah.
tired of it.
For real.
And it's great. You want to know why it's great? Because when jazz was made, everything else was made.
Mm-hmm.
Rock and roll, blues, like hip hop, rap, everything stems from jazz, from the creation of jazz. And if you think I'm wrong, go look it up. When you listen to metal, when you listen to rock and roll, chord progressions were made because of jazz. Thinking outside the box was made because of jazz. Drummers, you would not have the greatest drummers alive today if they did not study jazz. Or the great drummers of old. Because it was the great drummers of old that were like, I can put these things together and smack the living shit out of them with a rhythm.
Hi,
And,
Droid!
and it's the greatest thing ever. Because what it did is it made people want to move. It gave people the solidarity to like literally dance their hearts out all damn night, because that's what they used to do. They literally used to drink, dance, and smoke all damn night. And then they would go to work the next day and then come back and do it again.
Yeah, he's
That's
not
what
really on
music is.
vacation, by the way. He's working.
Um
Droid's in your
But
chat if you didn't notice.
oh, I see him.
Okay.
I see him. What up, buddy? But back to what we've been saying, or back to the topic. When it comes to the creative process, it normally comes down to I will make something, and if I think I like it, or if I think Droid will like it, I'll let him know, like, hey, yo, I made something, and it'll be like a little 4-bar loop, right?
Hold on, I'm gonna put Droid's face back on the screen. There you go. There you are, bud.
Yeah, put that beautiful man back. But it'll come down to I'll make like this 4-bar loop that I'm vibing with, and I'm like, okay, can I picture him, or can I picture somebody on this? And I'm like, yeah, I can see a word flow vibing with this. And then I'll hit him up like, hey, yo, I made this beat. And sometimes, and here's the thing, it's like I'm not just working with Droid. Like we have a collective group that we're working with.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's me, Droid, and 2 other people that
Speaking
are also in
of-
the same boat.
Droid, I made you lyrics, by the way. I've sent them to Grizz, but I didn't want to bother you on vacation, and I don't know how to contact you outside of Discord, because I know you have it, like, blocked, so.
Got him stuff on Do Not Disturb.
Do not ever talk to me. Which is fair, because I'm sure there's a lot of people that would, like, come into your server and will just DM you for giggles, but... Curtail. But yeah, like, it's not... No form of music, no song or anything is usually one person.
Yeah, no,
I mean, I know there's people that do it, but
they can't perform it all. I mean, I've seen people do
Right.
it, but it's hard.
it's hard.
But when it comes to the creative process, you know, because you asked, does Droid write the lyrics first, or do you
Mhm.
do the music first? And 9 times out of 10, or it's like it's a 50-50, because Droid will hit me up with something that he wrote one time, and then I'm like, okay, I hear that word flow. Do I have anything that can match that? And if I
Right.
do, I'm like, yo, try it on this, and he'll like it. Or I'm like, yo, I've got this 4-bar loop. Tell me what you think. Are you vibing with it? And 9 times out of 10, he'll go, yeah, I'm vibing with that. He's like, maybe, you know, slow it down or speed it up. And he's like, I can work with that. And that's how we get rolling.
Right.
But when it comes to like the other 4 on this page, to be honest, I'm not like a big Eminem fan. Like my homie
I
Jonathan,
used to be.
my boy Jonathan loves Eminem, but he loved it so much that he studied Eminem and became a lyricist. And he's honestly like, between him and Droid and like my boy Dio, which like I said, we're all working together. Like we're trying to get something started. Like they're all great lyricists. And Jonathan worked on his craft by studying, you know, Eminem.
Right.
But I can't bring myself to say that I'm an Eminem fan. The only one that I would say I've derived inspiration from is Logic. Simply just because Logic likes to stick to that old school like boom bap type,
Mm-hmm.
like 90s boom bap type feel, but with his own twists on it.
Right.
that, and I'm inspired by his work ethic. You know, um,
I
I first found Logic back in 2014.
I
Uh,
like a lot of Eminem's like older stuff. Like
I'm not even a big fan of Eminem's like older stuff, to be honest with you. Like if it came on the radio, I'm like, oh yeah, this is nice,
right,
and I'll
it's
leave it on the
M,
radio.
whatever.
Yeah.
So basically like the thing that I do is I find people or just a singular song by them that I really like, and then I learn every fucking word of that song. Like
Yeah.
Eminem's song "Beautiful," I could rap, no problem.
Yeah, but and like
but that's
stuff like that,
one
like
song,
it's iconic. Yeah, it's like it's iconic,
right?
but it's like to me when I hear "Beautiful," I'm like, oh yeah, I know this song, but I
Right.
let it play in the background.
Right,
But
like you're
when I
not.
look at him,
You wouldn't go search out Eminem's music to listen to music.
yeah, if you went through any of my playlists on my Spotify, you would probably only find like 1 or 2 Eminem songs.
Right.
And those are like mostly just features. Like Godzilla,
Mhm.
Godzilla goes in. Godzilla's hard as fuck.
Godzilla goes
love
hard.
Godzilla. And then the one that he did, the collaboration he did with Joyner Lucas and Logic,
Mhm.
like that shit went hard.
Yeah.
But like I can't. But and it's just mostly just because it's like it's not my cup of tea.
Right.
You know,
I mean,
Eminem, and don't get me wrong, that's nothing against Eminem. Eminem is a legend, and no one will beat him in what he does. But he's an icon because he brought a system into a familiar genre like hip hop and rap,
Mhm.
and he brought what he could that was different to the game.
right.
And that was his amazing word flow, his speed. Like Busta Rhymes is a fast rapper.
Yeah, he is.
And Eminem pretty much brought himself from the ground up and matched himself with Busta Rhymes.
Mhm.
Like,
Did you know?
those two together-
This is a little bit off, but it's still in relation to Eminem. Did you know that the Hamilton soundtrack is almost as fast as Eminem? Like
You mean like
like in general, like words per minute on like the whole soundtrack is like pretty damn close to his words per minute on his usual songs. Like there's actually the songs that, yes, I know Hamilton was highly influenced by M. I mean, when you have like 30 something songs and you need to fit them into 2.5 hours,
yeah,
it's got to be fast. But
well,
like,
is Eminem technically the fastest rapper? Well, here's the thing:
Ye-
Eminem is not he's not the fastest rapper, but he is in the grouping of fastest rappers.
hold on, this
Because
is what
you
we're gonna
have
do. I'm gonna,
because you have rappers like what's his name? You have rappers like Busta Rhymes. Busta Rhymes, when he wants to, that man's wordplay is ridiculous. Well, with Godzilla.
Okay, so the fastest the English, like sings in English rapper in the world is Twista.
Yeah, Twista. There's no one that can beat
He
Twista when it comes.
he pronounces
to word per minute.
598 syllables in 55 seconds.
Twista
So
will never be dethroned from being the fastest.
oh,
rapper.
actually, it says Eminem is number 1, but I don't think that's right. I'm pretty sure Twista is actually.
I think it's
Oh, because this is top 12 rappers, but Twista is the fastest.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Yeah,
Eminem is the number 1 rapper in the world, which
In my
I
opinion-
don't think is true.
On my list of fastest rappers, it'd be Twista, Busta Rhymes, and then Eminem. Because I've heard Busta Rhymes spit, and I've heard Busta Rhymes spit fast, and not only is it fast, but it's a freestyle fast. Like
Mhm.
he's coming up with words off the top of his head. But that's also just because Busta Rhymes has been in the game longer than Eminem.
Have you ever listened to Watsky?
I have no idea who that is.
Okay, hold on. We're gonna do this. Watsky. Have you ever listened to Epic Rap Battles?
Yes.
Did you watch the Shakespeare one?
No.
Okay, well he plays Shakespeare. He literally, it says here, he has the Guinness world record for longest rapping marathon of 33 hours, 33 minutes, and 19 seconds.
Hey, that's yeah.
Which is insane. But also, he raps super fast, but he does it so clean. Like, you
well,
can.
yeah.
That's the trick with rapping fast and not being a mumble rapper.
Yeah. You can't. My thing is you can't rap fast without pronunciation.
Right. If you rap fast
if-
and you can't understand a fucking word you're saying, you're a mumble
Right?
rapper and you're not rapping.
Well, not even mumble rapper. Like I wouldn't even say you can't do it. If you can't do that, then you're a mumble rapper. Because mumble rap is in its own self is somewhat is something totally different. But it's the thing of if you're going to try and do these things,
Right.
you're gonna have to practice it. Like if you think you can just jump in the game and start spitting flows, but you're not pronunciating your mannerisms and your vowels and things like that. If your words start running together, you're not doing it.
Right.
I hate to break it to you. You're not doing it.
Which is honestly
Because-
like one of the reasons why I wouldn't call myself a rapper. Because, yeah, I can rap Eminem songs and I can rap NF songs. But that's because I'm following their pronunciation. If I try to rap that shit by myself, I become a mumble rapper and I hate it. Which is why I just don't do it.
If someone looks at you and goes, yeah, I'm a rapper because I can rap the whole Eminem, like, Godzilla song. No, you're not a rapper. You're a fan.
You're a fan.
You just practice
right.
this.
Like, that's... Yeah. So I call myself a rap fan, and instead of, like, trying to be a rapper, I just write words and then give them to other people. Like Chosen.
Well, and the thing is like, rapper is a very... if I became a rapper, my career would be over in 2 seconds. Yeah. I see
in
the
0.2
thing is,
seconds, she said.
Rapping, when it comes to like rapping, and here's the thing, when you use the word like rapper,
right,
it's the same correspondence in like hip hop. Like dudes that do like that write for hip hop music and boom bap music, they'll say I'm a lyricist or I'm a what are they I had the word in my head and I can't remember it now. You're a writer.
Right.
And the thing is it's just like they're different terms for different subjects, but you're still the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like rapper, lyricist, MC.
There it
like,
is. Yeah.
It's the same shit.
Yeah.
You're just in different subgenres of the same thing. All rapping is poetry. When you break down a rap song, or when you break down a lyric or lyrics from like a hip hop song, rap song, or a boom bap song, it's all poetry.
Yeah.
Whether it be simple poetry or complex
and
poetry.
I can write poetry for days. But you ask me to put it on a beat and like
that's where
figure
the
it out
comes in.
I can't do that, and I know I can't do that, which is why I don't call myself any of that. That's why I call myself a poet or a lyricist, because you're just writing words.
That's the difference between a lyricist and a poet.
Yeah.
A lyricist can write poetry and put it into music.
I mean,
because when you think about it, music is poetry.
I can put, like, if I were to look at, say, the lyrics that I wrote, the Suited Up, whatever. If I look at that, I can sit here and I can put, like, a metronome behind it to put it into, like, how fast it would be rapped or sung or whatever. But I can't make the beat, and I can't actually rap or sing it myself.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, because the thing is like there's more context behind rapping and being a lyricist and so on and so forth that you actually technically really need to know. Like
right.
Singing, you can write something, but trying to find the tone of the song is literally the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
You can write songs all day, but if you don't know music, right. You're not gonna do it.
And like the thing is, the thing that's really funny, right? I was in chorus and band, but I cannot read sheet music. So people are like, but you were in that. How can you? No, I would match pitch mostly. Like I knew in band it was easier. Like I can't read it anymore. I could probably figure it out. It would just take me a hot minute. But in band it was easier to read the sheet music because the note would depend on what fucking holes you're covering on your instrument. But when you're singing, most of the time I match pitch when I sing. So I don't like to sing without the music because there's no pitch to match.
And that's the thing is like when you're singing along to a song, you have the note in your ear.
Right.
You can match pitch. But that's what separates that's what I'm saying. That's what separates a singer from the rest, is because you need to know what the tone is going to be, and then you need to be able to match the music. Most singers write their songs while playing music.
Yeah.
Because they have to figure out that tone.
Right, because they'll
song.
like play the chords while writing the song.
Yeah, in my opinion, you need to know the basics of songwriting. And people think, well, songwriting is just a pen and a paper. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
You need to have knowledge on music theory.
Which is why I sent you the lyrics.
Basic. Yeah, at least. Well, I'll even tell you this: I don't even know music theory that much.
Well, no, but like you do beats. So if you're reading it, and I said, some of this is going to be sung and some of it's going to be rap, you can hear the flow and kind of hear a beat that you could put into it. I can't do any of that. I can hear the flow, but ask me to put a beat behind those lyrics and I have no fucking clue what I'm doing. Which is why I'm a poet.
I see what you're saying.
Like, I know how I want the song to flow based on how I wrote it.
Yeah.
But if somebody was like, oh, what beat would you put behind that? I'd go, I don't know, Grizz, what would you do? Like,
yeah.
Because I have no idea.
And that's kind of the job of like a producer,
right.
No matter if you're amateur or not. Like, if you have an artist that's just like, I have this, do you think you can make something to correspond with this? Then yeah.
Right.
That's where at that point that singer or lyricist gets their tone, because they leave it up to the producer to find that sound. And you know, that's how kind of like me and Droid correlate with each other most of the time, or Chosen, is that I'm not used to calling him Chosen. I call him
whatever.
Droid. But
most people who hear us know we're talking about the same person.
Yeah. But that's why him and I work well. Like, we've been friends for like a hot minute, and we don't even call each other friends anymore. We're family. Like, we treat each other like family. And it comes down to, there will be times where I'll be working, and I'm like, I just don't know where this could go. And then he'll start saying something and writing something, and he's like, how did that feel? I'm like, give me a minute. You know, we feed off of each other.
Right.
Because I'll have like a block, and then I'll send him what I got, and he'll send something back, and I'm like, oh, I know exactly where I can take that.
Oh, I know what to do now. Yeah.
Yeah, I know where this can go now. Because sometimes it's like, sometimes the tone of this music will drive the lyricist, but sometimes the words of the lyricist will drive the tone of the music. You know? And it's such a fun ecosystem to be in. Like, I don't think I've ever had a time where I hated working with anybody when it comes to music, ever.
Well, that's good. Because that helps my ego.
What do you mean?
Well, because, you know, you're not gonna hate me if I start doing lyrics.
No, like, if you come to me and you're like, I want to try and do this, I'm going to do my best to put you where you want to be. With the skills that I have and the stuff that I've already learned and I'm continuing to learn, I will do everything in my power to put you where you want to be. So, like, for example, Droid hits me up a couple months ago out of the blue, you know, and him and I have been experimenting with making music together. You know, we've been doing it left and right. And like I said, we're working on a collective of we have a group right now that we're trying to get together and organize and come up with something. But he hits me up a couple months ago and he's like, yo, I really want to do an album.
We need a Chosen album, if we're being honest.
Well, and the thing is like, you know, most normal people would be like, why? Why do you want to do that? You know, with his stupid questions. The moment he hits me with, you know, I want to do an album, I'm like, bet. When we getting started? You know? And that's the fun thing about, you know, just being a producer.
Right.
It's like you get to work with people and you get to see their passion, which feeds your passion, because you're just like, an album? Bet. Now it's time to it's time to bring myself to 100% and give everything that I can, because not only am I representing him, but I'm representing his dream. You know? That's how at least I see it.
Well, and
Like-
also, you know, with him coming to you about it, he's gonna rep you. And then if you want other opportunities, like if you want to work with other people, getting your name out there helps with that.
Yeah, and I mean, it comes down to that. You know, the producer represents the artist, but the artist also represents the producer, because you know, you collaborated to make this thing. But it's just like, you know, like I said, I've always seen Droid as family, you know, and it's like, I don't even see it as me trying to further my career. You know, to me, it's like, my little brother honors me enough to think, like, to come to me first about making music with him. I'm gonna do my damnedest to put him where he wants to be. That's just my mindset on it.
Little brother.
You know?
Chris, how
So
old are
every
you?
time- I'm 26.
Oh, okay.
And then, I mean, I do that with everyone that we're working with. You know, my boy Dio. I've only known Dio for 6 months, and that was because, you know, I met him through a mutual family member of mine that's stationed over in Okinawa. You know, he was the guy that I met him through. I call him older brother. You know, big brother Brandon. He was my first RO when I was stationed at my first duty station. He was one of the greatest dudes. He took me under his wing, took care of me when I was a young airman, taught me the ropes, everything, so on and so forth. And we became family. And then he went to Japan, met Dio, got to meet him, enjoyed having him around, because that's how we normally are. Like, if we meet you and you're cool, but you're like, we don't vibe with you, we'll be respectful, but, you know, we're not going to invite you to the cookout. You know, we'll address your presence and we'll be nice to you and be friends with you, but, you know, family's family. We don't want someone who's going to potentially cause problems.
I mean, yeah.
He told when I met Dio, he was like, yeah, he's a young cat, just like I met you, into the same things that you are. He's like, I want you to meet him. It's like, I think he needs to meet you. So we got in touch with each other, and the dude's fucking talented. And so I'm sitting here, and I was like, I got Droid on one hand. That's little brother number one. I got little brother number two, and then I got my boy Jonathan, who is an amazing lyricist, who's wanting to do the same thing. And I was like, why the fuck are we just sitting around not doing anything?
Right.
Like,
we've got all these people. Why aren't we doing shit?
Right? It's like, we've got all this collective talent. How the fuck are we not doing this shit?
Right.
So when Droid hit me up and he's like, yo, I want to make an album, I was like, oh yeah, here we go. This is how it gets started, you know? And that's just been the journey, like, so far. And it's even greater, it's even better, because like it gives me the motivation to continue learning.
Right.
And when it came to like the artists that you brought up for the topics today, it's a great topic, because I can't really say for NF or Knox Hill. Like I said, I don't actively listen to them, but I actively listen to Logic, and I do listen to Eminem, and that's where a lot of my foundation came from. I first started making beats when I first heard Logic. Logic was the artist that convinced me that I could do this. I've always loved music. I've always been a music kid. You know, I was a drummer in high school. And I was like, man, it can't be that hard. It's hard.
I wanted to be a drummer in high school.
No, to make beats. Y'all think it's literally just putting samples together?
It's not.
No, it's more than that. It's not that easy. It is not that easy, man.
My boyfriend's trying to make beats on his fucking phone. Like, he downloaded some app and he's making beats on his phone.
Do what you gotta do, man.
I haven't heard any of them, but I mean, whatever.
Here's my thing. If the Suicide Boys can start their journey through GarageBand, through making beats through GarageBand on a laptop, you can start off a phone. That's all
I
I'm saying.
remember GarageBand.
It just takes dedication, but it also takes the motivation to learn your craft. You've got to learn what you're doing.
Exactly.
Like, listening to myself from like that first month up to like after these 5 years, I have come a long way and I've learned a lot. But But like when it comes to Logic, or when it comes to my music, I stem more towards like the 90s boom bap. But that's only just because I like that sound.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love 90s boom bap because it is those dope ass samples from like soul music, jazz, and then you've got those drum breaks. Man, those when it comes to the drum breaks, when it comes to hip hop, like the sound of a gritty drum set is so nice.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's got a bounce that
Mhm.
just makes you want to just get into it. Which is funny because it's like, the topic was R&B versus hip hop versus rap.
Yeah.
And like I said, they all fit in the same boat. They all have that bounce. They all stem from the same foundation. It's just the different tones.
Mhm.
R&B typically tends to stay around a certain BPM. So does hip hop. So does rap. R&B is roughly between, depending on what kind of R&B you're listening to, you're listening between like an 85 to 100, maybe 120 beats per minute. Uh, hip or boom bap, like hip hop, you're sticking between 90 and 120. Trap, you're going from like 100 to 130, 140, 160. You're getting faster. And that's how it drives the music.
Right.
That's the difference between the three.
And this is
Like-
why I brought you on the podcast.
Like they all, if my ultimate opinion is like they're all the same thing, but they're generated for certain audiences. And they have the same knowledge, but they're made different for different purposes.
Right.
Like you would not listen to R&B in a club.
Mm-mm.
Like if you did, too many people would start getting pregnant.
For real. R&B is baby making music.
Not only that, like it's mostly that's the joke. It's like it's baby making music, but it's like it's more somber.
Yeah.
It's more lyric and story driven.
I mean, there's
Whereas, like-
literally a playlist on Spotify called R&B Baby Makers.
No, I know.
Like, I know that it's not
I have
solely
it on
baby
my phone 'cause
making
I was actually
yeah.
listening to it.
right. I know that it's not solely baby making music, but like that's the joke because of the beats per minute and the tone of the songs usually.
Yeah. But like nowadays, when you look at it as a whole, now you can't really say there is kind of a difference. The only difference is like the feel of the song. But
Right.
when you like let's take a couple artists. So like you got Black, the artist Black, right?
Yeah.
When you listen to his songs are mostly like dark, melancholy, and they're talking about breakups, heartbreak, life, so on and so forth. You would generate that in R&B. But trap nowadays is starting to move in that dark, somber, melancholy feel. So most people would also say that it's R&B, but it's trap. And that's where you get these subgenres. You've got ambient trap, ambient R&B, or, Knoxville, or dark trap, dark R&B, dark boom bap, dark jazz, These subgenres are just typically made for the mood that music is set for. And then compared to I just lost his name. I cannot believe I lost this man's name because I was bumping his stuff all through high school. Shit.
What were we talking about?
Like there were two artists I was brought up and I had his name and I just lost it.
When were they brought up?
No, I was gonna bring him up. Like I
Oh.
had his name and I forgot.
I
I have
thought
him
you meant it
saved
was
in my
somebody.
Spotify. Yeah, no. I have him saved in my Spotify. I think he's on my
I
travel
was like,
list.
we've talked about far too many people today. Like,
Bryson Tiller.
I have no idea who that is.
Whoa.
I think I just broke Chris's heart.
Yo, Bryson Tiller, man. Like when he came out, I was ooh-wee. If you ain't listened to him, you need to go listen to him. I don't understand.
Oh,
how you
I
haven't
just
listened to
hurt
him.
like everybody.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Okay,
That's
to be
something
fair, listen. Somebody asked me about a band today, and I'm so horrible with names if I don't like actively pay attention. I may know who that is, but like I'll have to listen to a song to know who it is.
What band were you asked about today?
The main.
Oh, I don't even know who that is. Sorry.
I only know like one song by them.
But like Black and Bryson Tiller, they would be counted as R&B. Like they would at a standpoint, but when you really break it down, there's a lot of trap elements mixed with R&B elements. That's the thing. They're taking a genre and they're making it their own. They're switching it up, or they're combining to make.
Oh, I know who
different
that
type
is.
of beat.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, if you've heard the that song bum, 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 or the don't play with it,
Mhm,
don't
yeah.
be this, that song, that's Bryson Tiller.
Yeah.
That's Bryson Tiller. Like, ooh.
Sorry, everybody. I've corrected my wrong. I know who that is.
Yeah, you need to listen to the whole album because the whole album is Bryson Tiller. But honestly, it's like when it comes to rap, R&B, and hip hop, they're the same thing, but it's the feel that you get that changes it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, trap is hard hitting. Trap makes you want to trap makes you want to dance, and
Right.
it's more grungy in my opinion.
See,
Like,
when I
it-
think
it's
of
high-
like
it's fast.
when I think
Sorry.
of trap, I think of like Troy Boy, which I think is more like EDM actually.
Yeah, but that's the thing. It's trap EDM.
Yeah.
You're taking trap music elements and mixing it with EDM. That's
Yeah.
why Troy Boy is kind of different.
That's why I like Troy Boy, because in all honesty, I cannot stand EDM. It gives me a headache. It's so bad. But I can listen to Troy Boy because it's not as like in your face as like actual EDM.
When I think of trap music, I think of, like Migos. Freaking
Skrillex?
Skrillex? No, Skrillex
No.
is EDM.
Yeah.
Skrillex is EDM.
So the way that I like categorize it is, in my brain, EDM is just beats, and I know that that's not true. But like whenever I think of like EDM music that I don't like, it's the music that is just the beat. No voice, no nothing.
Yeah. EDM.
Right.
EDM is sped up hip hop.
Yeah. So,
it's
but
the same elements.
So
you take a break beat and then you boost it to 160, 170 BPM, and that's the basis of.
I mean,
any
that's
EDM
what
song.
Nightcore is too.
Yeah.
Is speeding up music. But I put Skrillex in trap because Skrillex isn't just beats. And I know that that's not really what trap is. But I literally will sit here and be like, I hate EDM, but I like Skrillex. So I just kind of like throw Skrillex into the trap because I like trap music.
I think honestly, trap also correlates to like the theme of the song.
Yeah.
Because like when you listen to most trap, it's talking about, you got rappers that are talking about, their life in the hood and the things that they've gone through. Some of them sold drugs, some of them went to jail. That's typically like the correlation of trap. Now, I'm not saying that's all trap music. Please don't take anyone.
We're like, oh my God. As we sit here and we're like, don't murder us.
But when you listen to trap music, that's like the general basis. They're telling their story of the things that they had to do to survive.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing can be said about hip hop music, but also hip hop music can correlate to a lot of other things like heartbreak.
I mean,
depression.
Most music is a story.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, you can't. When people are saying like these things are different, they're only different in the way they're made. They're only different in the feel that you get. It's like I said, it's the same with food. It's the mouth feel.
Way deep down, it's all the same.
Sushi. Yeah, some people like sushi, some people don't. Why? It's mostly a texture or smell thing. It's the same thing with music. Some people want slower beats because it's easier for them to keep up to. Whereas others like trap because it gets their energy raised. It's good dance music. You can sell it anywhere. You don't hear R&B in clubs.
Right.
You hear trap music and EDM in clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because it gets people moving.
Or like the newest hip hop.
Yeah.
It's just dancey music.
Yeah, hip hop gets people moving.
Right.
Well, but if you think about it, that's the generation of where hip hop music came from.
Yeah.
It is dancing music because hip hop was like the correlation to breakers. You had pop and lockers, you had street crews, you had breakdance crews, you had all these people that made this music so that they could express themselves in dance. It's the same with classic music and ballet. You know, hip hop was made. Why is my internet being a fuck stick today?
You're fine for me.
What the act? No, my internet is being a real shitlord right now, for whatever reason.
Well, you're not breaking up on the Discord call.
No, but it's like it keeps crashing like my OBS.
Oh,
Like
I see.
it'll disconnect and reconnect. Yeah. So I don't even know if my chat's been like fully up to date this entire time. So if you guys have been saying anything, I'm sorry.
I don't think they have. I don't know.
But
Is your stream like broken right now?
I don't know. It's probably just my internet today.
Yours says live, but it says my stream is broken. Like
oh, yours
like
yeah, because on my stream yours is spinning.
yeah. That's what I mean. How about everyone just goes to my chat, to make sure that any like chats are being said. Well, not like go to my chat, but like.
Ooh, I wonder if Twitch is just being dumb.
I don't know, cause your stream's fine for me.
Cause like
I have your stream open, as well, obviously, cause I have the chat too. But yeah, you can't even get my stream to load.
Yeah, like I'm seeing all your other stuff, but your face, like I can't even get your video feed.
Right.
That's weird.
That is weird.
Strange.
Weird. Yeah, because I'm not having any problems with like anything. Except your stream keeps like crashing.
I wonder if Twitch is being stupid today. Because like I'm getting all like your other things, but everything else I'm not getting at all.
Weird.
Very strange. But yeah, I mean those are pretty much my opinions on like the whole subject. Is like, because I could go on and on and on, but
it's so funny because you're like talking all this technical shit about music, and I'm like, like I don't just because I don't know like a lot of the stuff, I guess. If that makes sense.
It's because like for me, you know, like I can everyone you'll hear everyone say it, and I'm pretty sure you've heard like a lot of people say it. You've probably even said it. You know, music is life to me. Music is my life. But it was the moment where when I fully decided that I was going to take time out of my life to learn how to be a music producer, that was when it changed a little bit, where music literally became my obsession. I love listening to music. I love listening to all different types of genres, but I also like studying it, because when you really take the minute to sit down and listen to a song and then you mentally break it down, there are so many things that will, like, from a producing standpoint, that will just blow your mind. You'll start asking yourself questions. Like I started asking myself questions like, how do they get their kicks to hit that hard? How do they work their 808s like this? You know, how do you use an 808 as a rhythm instrument?
Right.
Those are things you start asking yourself. Like, how do I make this sound like a vinyl? Like it's coming off of a record. This is a cool effect. I think Twitch literally is broken.
Well.
But that's why for me, music is life. Because like I study it. I have to. I cannot better myself as a producer and push myself further if I don't study it.
Right.
It's
See, the thing is that like what I went to school for was radio broadcasting, which is not necessarily studying music. It's just more so knowing what music goes together, because nobody wants to listen to a radio station that is all over the place unless it is marketed as all over the place.
Yeah.
But if you're like listening to the radio, everybody has their favorite radio station. Even if we still listen to fucking like Spotify all the time or whatever, everybody still has like that one radio station that if they have to listen to the radio, that's the station they'll listen to.
Oh no, not even me.
You don't?
I don't. Like
What?
if my Spotify goes down in my car, I lose my fucking mind.
Really?
I hate generic radio. I can't stand it.
Grizz.
It's the same with TV. I don't watch normal TV
Oh, I don't
anymore.
watch TV either. I don't even
Yeah,
watch TV. Like, literally, the only time I watch TV is if my roommate is watching it. Like, she got me started watching Teen Wolf. We started it from the beginning. But, like, I don't watch TV. I don't watch movies. People are like, what do you spend your time doing then? YouTube? Twitch? Like, I watch people on Twitch or I watch YouTube. That's
Well,
about
because
all
it's
I
like-
do.
It's so much more entertaining and it's real.
Yeah, and
Like-
also, like,
the majority of things you watch on TV is all
are so
fucking
fake. Like, okay.
It's put on for show.
My aunt, okay, she's like 50. She still has one of those big box televisions.
Oh my.
Like, that are like, well, she did. Before I moved out, she finally got a flat screen. But she literally had one that was like 2 feet deep. You remember those things?
Oh my god.
She also had a flip phone until about 4 months ago.
Yeah.
So she just watches TV because she doesn't do the Netflix thing. And I lived with her for about a year. I didn't have Netflix. I had Hulu, but like, I didn't really watch it anyway, so I canceled my subscription. So her and I would watch TV. She watches reality TV. There's nothing reality about reality TV. Don't get me wrong. I am a sucker for drama. Okay?
Nope.
I
can't.
I don't like the way they draw it out. Because clearly, like, that's not what's happening, because nobody in real life is gonna stand there and stare at each other for, like, 45 seconds after something has been said. That's not gonna happen. An argument's gonna ensue immediately, probably. If that's, like, where it was going.
Punched out, like...
Right, like, you're gonna get your teeth rocked, or there's gonna be an argument. It's not gonna be, like, deadpan silence for 45 seconds. That's the only part of reality TV I don't like, but I love drama. I don't know why. Probably because I don't start drama, but I like to be in drama, if that makes sense.
You
So-
like the tea.
Yeah, I fucking love tea. So, I watch reality shows because I love tea. But I just don't watch TV. But I was like watching The Bachelor with her, which I fucking hate.
The Bachelor.
I hate The Bachelor. Oh, I want a man who's gonna be loyal to me, so I'm gonna go on this dating show where he dates 30 other women at the same time.
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand it.
Like, but and then there's this one that she was watching that was 90 Day Fiance, where you meet a stranger, and you have 90 days to like get married from that
Ew.
moment. And then there's also the Married to a Stranger, which is literally the first time you meet this person, you're walking down the aisle and you marry them. And then
Negative.
okay, so the thing with like marriage is you do have like this, I think it's like 2 months to like null and void the marriage, which is what they do. You get married to the stranger, it's based on compatibility tests, whatever. You get married to the stranger and you have 2 months, you have 8 weeks with this stranger to decide, like, you go on a week honeymoon to like get to actually know each other without all the influences of your family. And then you come back and you guys like move in together and you figure your shit out, and either you get married, like you stay married, or you don't. I think the concept is pretty cool, but I wouldn't do it myself because, like, no thank you. I don't like most of the people I know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna, no. But I like shows like that because they have drama in them, but I don't like the artificial drama.
I just can't.
Like, I like the fact that her mom is fucking mad that she's marrying a stranger. 'Cause that's logical. And that would happen in real life. But what wouldn't is when her mom says some shit at dinner and nobody says anything for 45 seconds. I'm very passionate about fake drama, but that's because I
And-
like real drama. But
See,
I
that's the
like
thing, is,
still
like,
I
I
don't
don't
watch
like-
TV.
That's why I can't, like, I just don't watch real TV because it's a waste of time,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
But
Like, I'm not.
that's why I
entertained-
watch YouTube or just like I have so many people that I follow on Twitch because if somebody is streaming, I will watch them. Like, I mean, there's people on Twitch that like their last resort people that I'll watch. But if there's nothing, not a thing on YouTube that I want to watch, I go to Twitch. And sometimes I'll just put it on for background noise while I do other things.
Yeah.
But like when I was writing those lyrics, I couldn't listen to music while I was writing them because then I would either accidentally copy somebody's song or I would like even if I'm listening to lo-fi, I was like worried that I was gonna like write lyrics to that beat. Which if the song is for Chosen, the beat that I'm listening to on YouTube, you can't have. Like, so I just put somebody on Twitch and I just wrote lyrics.
Right.
Because I was like, fuck this. I don't want to steal anybody's anything. Conscious, you should go make a beat. I know you said that like forever ago, but you totally should. Beats are cool.
No. Conscious. If you're feeling about, this is the thing. If you're, and this is, if you're in here, if you're in like either of these chats and you're, you've thought about being a music producer or you want to start learning how to be a music producer, if you've got the drive, if you've got the minute you feel inspiration come up, go do it.
Yeah. Like literally.
Like, yo, I feel like making a beat as we speak and just learn the counter melodies. Okay, you just learned you just learned about counter melodies. What are you gonna go do with it?
Right.
You feel like making a beat? Go try it out.
Like
Go test it.
literally, Chosen, like we were in that group chat, that voice call, whatever, and Chosen, like, I don't even know if it was a serious comment about me being a lyricist, but he made that comment, and then I was like, well, now I want to go fucking write something. Even if it wasn't for Chosen, I broke Chosen with this comment, but having somebody like Chosen, who I watch, and I've been in his chat like a million times, and I like his music. Having somebody like that I also kind of thought was intangible. Never thought I would ever talk to him. Seemed like that kind of person that would be like a part of my life, but not. Having somebody like that tell me, hey, you could be my lyricist. Just put like inspiration in me immediately, even if it wasn't for him.
Yeah.
The problem then was that I wasn't writing anything down, and the only time I was thinking about lyrics was when it was quiet in my room at 3 a.m. and I was in bed.
Oh, but see, that's the thing. That's the thing. That is the most annoying part about a creative mind is that you'll be in the worst place at the wrong time, and something will hit you, and you're just like, "Oh, I need to make this." Like I'm at work,
and you can't.
Yeah, I'm at work all the time when I have something like I just start writing a song in my head, and I'm like, I need to get this down, otherwise I'm gonna forget it. And then I'm at work, and I'm like, "Fuck!"
Right, like you
Please!
can't. You
Because
can't.
I know. I'll sing it to myself 1,000 times until I leave, and then by the time I get home,
It's gone.
I forget it, and
Mhm.
I'm like, no.
That's why, honestly, that's why I bring my sketchbook to work sometimes. Is because one, I can use it as a notebook because it's really small. But also, if I am bored, which happens on Thursdays and Sundays usually, I usually get inspiration to draw or write. So I bring my sketchbook with me so that I can do that. The problem then ensues with the fact that I don't bring my sketchbook on Fridays and Saturdays because we're usually busy, and then when we're not busy, I don't have it.
Right?
That
It's
is
like
the biggest problem with a creative mind, is when it comes to you when you can't do anything about it.
It's even worse than a breakup sometimes. Like, it hurts
Yeah,
so bad.
because you're like, oh, I really want to do this. Like, Suited Up, I literally, that's not the song that I had been thinking about for the last, 4 days. But I sat down with my little yellow notebook that I don't know where the fuck I put it. I have this little yellow notebook, it's great. But I sat down with my little yellow notebook at my desk, and I was like, all right, time to actually write those lyrics down. Gone. Blank. Nothing. And then I was like, fuck, dude, like I have to do something. I'm sitting here, I've set this time aside to do this, and that's the worst thing too. Don't set time aside to be creative. That's not how creativity works. But
You can't force yourself to be
right,
creative.
you can't be like, all right, from 2 to 4, I'm gonna be creative, because then you won't.
Technically you can, but it's for more practice.
Well,
It's
yeah,
more than it's more
but
for just like
also,
practice.
like if you say, okay, from 2 to 4, I'm gonna be creative, and then you like try to force yourself to be creative, you will not be creative until 4 o'clock, and then you'll be like, well, fuck, because you don't have any more time.
Mm-hmm.
So I literally was like sitting here, and I was like, I have to write something. I took this time, I had the words, and I figured if I started writing, maybe the words would come back. No, I still don't fucking remember what song I was thinking about for 4 days because now I have Suited Up stuck in my head.
Or like it's even the worst feeling I've ever had. And this was like the main reason why I started like learning instruments again, was that I know enough to hear chords in my head. I know what sounds I want, and I can write a song in my head. The problem is
Writing it
I
down.
don't have the knowledge on the instrument to get that song down.
Uh-huh.
And I'm just like, damn it.
Yeah, and that's the worst too.
Yeah, I don't know how to play piano. I'm learning now.
The problem that I hit the most when writing poetry, especially when thinking about the fact that it's going to be a song, is specifically, I just keep talking about Suited Up because that's the one that I just did, but
yeah, it's on top of your head.
But I was writing the words, and I was like, all right, I want it to rhyme, but I don't want it to like, I don't want like the whole song to rhyme. Like, I don't want every line to fucking rhyme. That's ridiculous. No song does that. But in poetry, right? I know, like some songs do that, but
well, I mean, you could be like MF Doom, and he's rhyming syllables in the same sentence.
Right.
That man was a monster.
But like, I was like, that's not. I don't want that song. Like, that's not the song that I want.
Yeah.
But that's poetry. Like, there's a lot of poetry that just every line rhymes. Every single one. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, that's not what I'm doing. I'm not just writing poetry. But also, I wanted a beat to it. So I'm like sitting there like counting the beats of the words. And I'm like, this doesn't line up. This is fucking stupid. Like, I was so annoyed because I can do a beat. I can do a metronome. Metronomes are not hard. The actual beat is the hard part. Like what you do, what you make, the beats behind the lyrics is not easy. And that's what I can't do. So when I'm trying to write poetry or lyrics or whatever, I can sit here and I can think about the beat that I want behind it, but I have no way to tell anybody how I want it because I don't know anything about it.
I wouldn't even say, like, I wouldn't even say that you can't do it. Like, I'm not going to say it's easy, but there's a way to get started. There's always a way to get started.
Well, I know. I'm not saying that like I couldn't eventually do it. I mean, like right now, I don't know how.
But it's the same as everything else.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't know how to read, you learned to read. You didn't know how to write, you learned to write. You didn't know how to play that sport, you learn it now.
You learn it now.
Like, but it's the same thing with like everything else. Like,
right.
I right now cannot write lyrics. I can hear lyrics in my head. And if you gave me a couple hours, I could do it. I can't freestyle. I bet I could if I took like a couple months and allocated time to learn how to.
Right.
So like everything's a stepping stone for something. If you want something, you've got to deal with the stepping stones first. But I don't know. It's like I used to get frustrated when things didn't go right. Like when things wouldn't like line up, like a beat or something. It was like I'd be sitting there for like hours trying to make it work, and I'm just like, man, this fucking sucks. I don't like how it sounds. It's not where I want to go. I don't know what to do next. Yada yada yada. And I get mad, and then I would leave. I would let it sit there for weeks. Wouldn't even touch it because I'd be so uninspired in myself and just not want to do it.
Right.
And then I'd come back like a month later, and then find out it's really just time. Like, you just give it time. If you don't know where it's going, give it time. I guarantee you, when you come back to it, you'll figure something out. And I
Yep.
learned that from my dad. You know, so if you're writing something and if things don't line up, take a step back. It's always, in my opinion, everyone or most people would tell you it's good to take a step back. For me, it's detrimental. Like, you need to just take a minute, take a step back, don't even hear it, and then
Right.
come back like maybe a couple days later, and I guarantee you'll fix it.
Well, like, that's the thing with my logos. Like, when I make logos for people, or even just, like, the ones on here for myself, I literally was like, oh my god, I hate this. Like, I hated it. I had worked on it for so long. Like, specifically this one right here, this fucking record, you can't see it, but there's lines in there like there would be on a record. I spent so much time fixing those lines so that they were actual circles and not like wonky as shit.
Yeah.
That I literally, like, that's a whole record under there. If I take that yellow box off, it's a whole circle under there. I literally had to step away because I was like, this has taken me so long that it's pissing me off. And my friends were like, just back up. Like, fucking turn off your computer. And first of all, if I turn off my computer, I literally sit there and like twiddle my thumbs because I have no idea what to do with my life. So they were like, cover it up. Because I have dual monitors. They were like, don't just like look at the other monitor. Cover it up. And just don't look at it. And do something else for even just like 5 minutes to get your mind off of it. Because otherwise you won't finish it. And she was right. Because I was about to just literally like close it. And be like, go fuck yourself. Like, I'm done. I don't need a record fucking logo. It's just a music podcast. What's a record logo gonna do?
Right.
Oh, also, this is completely unrelated. Well, it's related to logos, but that's about it. I have a, Sally, my cat, has her own, logo. It's very cute. She used to have her own camera, and then I moved in here. Look how cute that is.
Oh my goodness.
She's got her own logo. Imagine. But I had to show people that, because I worked really hard on that. But she used to have her own camera because out in the living room she has one of those cat hammocks.
Mm-hmm.
Not that she ever fucking used it. She just sits on my lap. She's like, mom's lap? Perfect.
I honestly don't think cats like hammocks.
No, she, if I'm not streaming, she'll be in it. But if I'm streaming, she's on my lap. Or, I don't know if you can see that little lump right there. Right there. That's her.
Oh, I see.
Oh, right. You can't see my stream because it's still, like, broken. Oh, no, there it is. It's not broken anymore, I guess. But, like, she, God forbid, she is less than 5 feet from me. But she just doesn't like hammocks if I'm streaming for whatever reason.
She's too cute.
She's very cute. I love her a lot. I wish I had, I wonder, wait a minute. Let's see. I'm gonna call that the podcast is probably over because we talked about everything.
Yeah.
Where did I put this? There it is. I have Unisana's pictures.
Oh my goodness. I love doing this, honest.
Me too. I was so sad when it ended.
Well, I mean, that was the point of it, though.
I mean, I know, and everybody was like, no, that was the point, and I'm like, I get that, but that doesn't make it any less, like, upsetting.
Yeah.
And then, like, the worst part is that people are like, you know, there's, like, Ethan and Mark are still people, and I'm like, I know they're still people, obviously, but this is her on my old bed. She decided to rest her head on my camera.
My goodness.
Isn't she cute?
She's so cute.
I love her. Like, too much. I know I have a bunch of pictures of her, like, on my Google Drive. She has her own folder on my Google Drive, actually. Well, because I have so many fucking pictures of her, I needed somewhere to put them so that I could actually see them. This is her and my roommate's cat, who they don't actually get along, so I have this picture because they were close enough. We were like, oh my god, they're so close!
Right.
Yeah, so that was that. But, like, that's their size difference. That's crazy. My cat is about to be 6, and her cat is about to be 3.
I think Maddie is pushing 5.
She's crazy big. And I thought that my cat was, like, normal sized. And then, because my mom's cat is about my cat size, and then I remember that my mom's cat's growth was stunted, because she got brain damage. That's a really sad story. Not gonna tell it. I don't want anybody to be sad. But she got brain damage, so her growth got stunted. But they were like the same size. So I was like, oh, you know, whatever. And my aunt's cat is roughly the same size. I mean, my aunt's cat was fat, but like lengthwise, they were like the same, and height and everything. And then I came out here, and like my roommate's cat and my brother's cat are both like the same size as each other. So they call my cat the mini. They're like, she's a munchkin cat. And I'm like, no, she's not. She's just small.
She's tiny.
She's not munchkin. She's just small.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
Okay. How's chat? How's everybody doing? I don't know who's here. Also, I don't think Chosen heard me that I have lyrics for him. I think he left before I said that. But that's fine. That happens. Oh, that like fucked everything up, didn't it? Ooh, hold on. Here we go. I asked how chat was, and then I got rid of the screen. How's chat? How's everybody? I might go grab Sally so y'all can see the pretty kitty again. She's so cute. I mean, she's asleep, so, like, that's illegal. But, whatever. Technically not supposed to get up, either. And I do. Why do I have a notification in his chat? His Discord. I have 21 Discord notifications, y'all. Because I haven't checked a single one.
I have so many Discord notifications.
Why do I have... Oh, because you went live. It did it again? It's literally sent... Oh, because your fucking thing was fucking up, that's right.
Yeah, Twitch. I think Twitch broke for a solid minute, and it was like kicking me off and keep bringing me back.
I was like, it's literally posted it 3 times. Okay, do we want to just like go chill in some other chat so that people can join us? Since the podcast is over?
I was actually going to end my stream here and then try and figure out what I'm gonna do because I'm getting hungry, so I'm probably gonna find some food and come back.
I'm also getting hungry, but my stream is supposed to go on for another hour and a half.
Do the peoples want to join us in chat? Actually, let's go to a
Yep.
general chat. Let's just do that.
We're gonna put it on me. Hello again.
Hello.
I betcha Sens is gonna join.
It's probably floating around. I could also send her a message.
Glam might join. But I bet Sens is gonna join. Why are we yeeting Sens?
Who we eating? Why are we eating?
Chosen said he was gonna yeet Sens, and I...
See, I don't even see that.
It was
I
in
think-
his thing.
It was a what?
It was in his server. Why are we eating sends? He sent it
Go ahead.
today, like a half hour ago.
Let me do this real quick.
Did you end your stream yet? No, you just have me chilling. I'm gonna do the same thing, actually. I'm gonna do a be right back. Because I have to pee again. So all I've been drinking is water. Alright, I'll be back. I have returned. I don't know if Grizz has returned or not yet. But he did rate me, so I appreciate that. And anybody who came with it. I think most people were here already anyway. But if anybody wants to hop in a chat with us, we are in Grizz's server in just general chat. Feel free. I made myself a little snack. Pretty sure he might have also gone to do something food-wise, because he did say he was getting hungry. After I eat, I might play a game. I haven't decided what one yet. Still working on that. Okay. I gotta move some shit around so I can actually use my computer while I eat. You go over there. Okay. Sorry, I have like 1,000 notifications on Discord.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Thanks for the raid.
Ooh, you are welcome.
Even though I'm 90% sure everybody in your stream was in my stream as well.
Hey, I should have loved
It's still a raid.
the low raid. I am probably gonna hop off of here though and go try and find some food. I am starving.
I just made myself a snack.
Hello, Albite. Hello, Koda. Oh, is the sun in your eyes, buddy? Maybe move out of the sunlight?
Maybe?
That's a smart thing to do? Just maybe. Yes. You're such a happy boy. Oh, I love you.
Meanwhile, my room is cloaked in darkness because I have blackout curtains on my window. My cat is not allowed to rust in my room. Did you know that that's why black cats are brown in the sun?
What's up?
Black cats are brown in the sun because the UV rays actually like rust their fur.
Oh.
That's why they look brown. That's why people are always like, "Is my cat really black?" Yes. Yes, she is. However, it's like
It's just
the
how light
melanin
is
in their fur.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really funny. But you go get some food.
Yes, I'm so hungry.
I will chill here because I mean I don't really have anybody else to talk to. So I'll just chill here. And if anybody wants to come talk to me while I'm on stream, feel free.
I'm so sad.
Well, all my friends are like, most of them live in places where they can't talk to me, like voice chat.
Oh.
They can join the stream and like text, but they can't like talk.
That's dumb.
Well, they all live with their parents because it's
No, I mean
cheaper.
I'm not calling them dumb. It's just I hate that.
Yeah, well, happens. It's not a big deal. But I'm gonna check all my Discord notifs and then I'm probably gonna play a game. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens.
What you plan on playing?
I don't know yet. I have quite quite a few options because I just downloaded some games.
It's such a hard decision to make, isn't it?
It is, and I kind of want to play Minecraft.
Oh yeah, Minecraft's always a good choice.
But I also have some like the other problem is that there's like games that I have that I like want to play, but I can't play them on stream because my computer will break
Oh, I gotcha.
because they use up too much.
Bandwidth or
Yeah, whatever.
memory? I gotcha.
They're too chunky to play them while also streaming. So, but I also only have an hour of stream left, so I might just hop off. I don't know. We'll see.
It is up to you.
Well, yeah, I know it's my stream.
True.
Sens said she had literally just started playing a game of Valheim.
I know. I saw the message.
Yeah,
Sends I'm so sad.
but
I'm so sad.
I'm sure she'll come talk to us later if we
Yeah.
decide to chill out in here again.
Yeah.
But okay, you go get food.
Yes.
I will be here when you come back.
I'll be lurking in your stream.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. I'm literally gonna eat. You guys are gonna like watch me eat. While I answer some Discords. And then I might play Minecraft. But so as anybody who was watching earlier knows, my boyfriend went to the hospital. I am slightly worried about him just because he doesn't like hospitals. But also I can't drive anyway, so it's not like I could go do anything. And I don't have a car. So I'm kind of just stuck here, at least until either he gets home or my roommate gets home. And when my roommate gets home, I might hop off this, no matter what I'm doing, and go explain what's going on. Or I will just like put the be right back screen up and go explain. I'm not sure yet. She gets home anywhere between 3:30 and 4, so I still have at least a half hour on that. I don't know why all of a sudden I feel the need to burp constantly. But, you know, whatever. Okay, there's all my notifications done. Look at that. How easy. I love that I'm just gonna chill in here. I also kind of want to see if at any point there's anybody worth raiding. Right now, not really. But I'm also not gonna raid anybody right now. It's only 3 o'clock. So, that might change. But for now, we got nobody. I'm gonna move y'all over here. In with this. So that I can actually look at you when I talk to you. What a concept. I do think I have to change. Hold on. Yeah, okay. Okay. So, I am probably gonna play Minecraft. I say probably as you guys watch me open it, but I don't want to play vanilla, so I actually opened the wrong thing. But I'm gonna finish eating before I play because I picked a really big plate for this really small, snack. So my plate is kind of in the way. Hello? There we go. I might start a new world. So I want to start a new world, but I kind of don't. Because I'm doing alright on my one, but I feel like if I like started over with the knowledge that I now have about the game, because it's a mod that I'd never used before, and instead of like reading about it, I literally just jumped into it. Not that I've really read about it now, I've just kind of played it now, so I have, you know, a little bit more to go off of. But I feel like I could have a better start, you know? But like the first time I loaded into this mod, I literally spawned in the middle of the ocean. And if I hadn't have put the bonus chest on, I wouldn't have had anything at all to stand on. There was nothing within like my line of view at all. And I was like immediately being attacked by drowns. So my hope is that that doesn't happen again. It only happened that one time. And then the second time, I spawned like on a hill, on a mountaintop. and couldn't find the bonus chest that I I told to put on. And I literally only put the bonus chest on because all of the times that I've loaded into this game, I have not been in a good location. Nothing good has come of it. And it's just all around not good. So, I'm naming this one Streamy. And, I'm only gonna play this one on stream. Unless I have to do some grindy stuff, and then I'll do it off stream. Which is Minecraft, so grindy stuff is bound to happen. I actually think I'm gonna switch these back, if I have to be honest. Oh, good, it didn't, it just... Okay. Hello. It just switched it. The only reason I switched it back is because my mic is over here. And it's blocking part of the game. So. Ugh. Okay. What the fuck is this? I told it to give me a bonus chest. And I don't have one. There are raccoons everywhere, though. Just fine by me, because I fucking love raccoons. Excuse me. Oh, there it is. Hello, good sir. Back to what we were doing. Okay, so based on what I read, these shrines are supposed to have chests, but everyone that I've spawned near or found does not have one. So I think it's lying to me. That is a very white sculpture over there. Oh, there's a... Ah! Okay, so positive things that are happening. There's a building over here. I fell in a hole. That's not positive. I can't fucking see anything because of all this straw, though. Or whatever this is. Positive things. There is a building over here. There's also white stuff over there, which I'm thinking might be some kind of wood. I don't know. This is a flower farm. That's adorable. What? What? Excuse me? Why does your house look like that? Now, last time I played this, I couldn't get a bed because the way I thought a bed was made was like vanilla. Which is not how a bed is made in this game. Why is their house like... What is going on? Okay. So I literally did not have a bed and had to like wait out every night. Which I don't know if you've ever played Minecraft. That shit's super annoying. Having to wait every night for things. No thank you. So, you know, that's another reason I kind of wanted to restart, is because I didn't like where I was. Which, I mean, people do in Minecraft all the time. Let's be honest. That's not new. This shit's new, though. These people got, like, fancy shit in their houses. Look at this house. This house is so cool. I mean, it's the stonecutter's house, but it's so cool. What do you have in here? Ooh. Hello? Music? Cool. Taking all your things. Taking everybody's things. It didn't want to let me have it. That's an apple pie? Okay. My eyes are hurting. All of a sudden. That's weird. It's like very all of a sudden, and they hurt like really bad. As long as I don't hit the villagers, he's not gonna harm me. I don't plan on hitting anybody. Huh. Waystones. Cool. I guess I can, like, teleport and shit. Strawberry scones. Can I just, like, take over this house? Can this be my house? This is my house now. I've claimed it. It's pretty far away from the rest of you. He's, like, kind of on his own little shit over here. This is mine now. Okay. I've claimed it. I hate this. This can go. I'm gonna go steal a chest from somebody else. Because I don't know what that chest is made out of. Here's the bow. No, I didn't take anything. I'm definitely not taking over one of your friend's houses. That's not happening. I stole a bed, and it's not even the one I'm using. It is oak. Okay. Hey. Wait. We need to make a... Okay, I kind of want to go see what all this stuff is. All this white stuff over here. I still don't think I checked everybody's house, if we're being honest. But I don't super care right now. It looks like trees. But it's not a birch tree. Or is that what birch trees look like in this game? No, because I've cut down birch trees in this mod pack already. So what are you? Did I... What are you? I don't know what it is. Or how I get it. Because you're... Is it mushrooms? It's mushrooms. Okay. Yeah, it's mushrooms. Alright. Ah, the game. Apparently I had caps lock on. Okay. My brother sent me this TikTok that I've been ignoring because I was live streaming, but no, I don't care.
Guess it's time to go in. Oh, wow. So pretty. Guess it's time to go in.
Yep, accurate.
Guess it's time.
Sorry, dealing with work issues. Okay. I do think I'm actually gonna get off stream because my roommate should be home soon. And, well, I found a house, so there's a start. I might just explore a little bit. Probably go get some stone. You know, grindy stuff. If I find anything interesting, I am going live tomorrow. Today was supposed to just be the podcast, but I decided to stay on a little extra. So I will probably be getting off so that I can, talk to my roommate when she gets home. As well as go deal with some stuff that is going on with work again. So I will. Well, that popped up, which means I got a message also. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Corey. We are slowly working our way to that $50. $50. 50 followers. Yeet. There you go. I'm probably gonna get off, but I will be streaming tomorrow. I know Grizz is also streaming tomorrow, but I think he usually streams a little bit later than I do. So maybe we can hop from mine to his or whatever. Possibly overlapping streams. Shit like that happens. But I've got some shit that I have to deal with. In regards to work based on a text message I just received. So that's a whole lot of fun. No, you're all good. The VOD will be up. I might take it down so I can edit it. But it will be. I didn't record this fucking thing at all. I hate my life. I'll figure it out, I guess. Yeah, I gotta go. My boss is calling me. Bye!